Oh, shoot.
This is a Rick Code exclusive.
Gracias.
Mia, por favor.
Mucho gusto. Mucho gracias.
Mucho grazie.
Grazie?
Grazie.
Grazie.
Mucho grazie. Cause I'm back again. And I came to win. So bitch, tell a friend. Cause I ain't come for the play. I come to take it all the way. Shout out to my nigga Mac Ray J from the Bay all day.
Yarrani.
Always stay hydrated. Fresh spring water, you know what I mean? I'm very particular. Oh yeah. I don't even know.
Those look
You heard
delicious.
that new Drake shit?
Nope.
The new song?
Like got new just little EP. I mean, I don't know why you looking at me though. We live.
I think I heard it on the way over here.
I ain't heard shit from me
And it
yet.
ain't scary hours. I'm talking.
It's not fire.
I mean, no, I like it. You know, you got Rick Ross on that thing. Just a little three feature EP. Heard Pusha T about to drop. You know.
Oh, Pusha T coming with something now.
Got Ye on it and for real produced it. Right.
Just a song or like a
Nah, they gonna split it. So for real producing half, Ye producing half. Right, a badge of WO2 producers for your shit.
Is this just a twist? My fucking hands, I just put lotion on them shits.
My way about the struggle, live from the motherfucking bubble.
Oh, yeah,
We
just a
on
twist top. Can you hit that?
podcast.
You got
Say
some-
right.
That hoe is like mad slippery. It ain't no grip on that bitch or nothing. Like,
Transferred all the lotion onto that bitch.
Let's see you try a little bit more. Hand me the Three Amigos while I open this. You can try. Hey, damn. I thought it was going to be more climactic. That was very anti-climactic.
there you
I'm
go.
disappointed. I wanted him to struggle.
My first time ever hitting the
Like
Captain
Kendra
Morgan's.
Morris, what she does. From Real Housewives of Atlanta. Shout out to
This motherfucking
Yeah.
heavy. Cut this bitch off because you are not needed.
Shot of Runsky. I'll probably sip on that boy down.
It's my first time testing out the Captain Morgan's like ever. Fucking
I like Sailor Jerry's. If you're talking about rums, my bad. Just trying to reach these. Pass them to me.
That bitch a two-hand jump off.
yeah, that hoe heavy as hell. Like the fucking the pose remind me of the fucking y'all ever watch How I Met Your Mother? That nigga hit the, the naked man.
Yep. All of them episodes. Love that shit.
So like It's like whenever you go out on a date with a chick and you wanna test out if you could smash or not. Like she'll go off and like to the bathroom or something, or she'll go get something to drink, and she'll come back, and you will be naked, and if she wanna smash, you know what I'm saying, it's going down. They call it the fucking naked man.
Oh yeah, the naked man. Yep.
So that nigga hit the Captain Morgan pose.
Yep.
And she came in the room and she was like, "Oh my god."
Yep. She was like, "Oh my god." Funny ass story, bro. I actually tried that shit.
The naked man.
Yeah, I tried it one time. Back in college. Cause it was this chick I used to talk to. And she used to come over, and she used to always just give me like weird ass signals. Like it'll be like some shit like that. There. One day, she was just like. She about to come over. We can get straight to it or some shit like that. So she came over. You know what I'm saying? I was in the other room. She was in the living room, like sitting down, like she trying to move something. I walk in that bitch naked. She like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh, we not.
Naked man, bro.
That ain't what you." She was like, "Nah." And then I was like, "Oh, my bad." I had to go put on clothes and then come back out. Cause it was still like she wasn't like so offended when she was like finna leave, but it was still so now it's just like, yeah, my bad. I didn't misunderstand. Now you just asshole naked in front of that motherfucker, so it ain't even. After that, I don't even want to talk to her no more. I'm too embarrassed. Damn. Yeah, that shit happened. Really happened. Really did.
Man, bro.
Really did, bro. Naked man.
I never tried it.
Naked man. No, but in theory it'll work. In theory, I mean, not in this era it would.
No, you can't.
No, not in this era. In theory, it would. Like that's why I said in theory it would have worked. In theory, but nah, you definitely going to jail.
Oh my god, he was naked.
You going to jail? I ain't saying that nigga should be running around naked or nothing like that. I'm just saying definitely going to jail for show now. Like it ain't even. If you was even wondering about it, like you just saying like that shit, don't
pull off the naked man in 2021.
It ain't your time, son. Your time is past. If you was gonna try some shit like that, that's a wild nigga shit.
Yeah, I think I seen that.
That's it. I mean, but it's just gonna be, cause I just see it like get more and more like. I mean, if you just looking by the facts or the stats of what's going on, shit. I just look at it like we gonna get more and more like that, like to the point where it's gonna be. Y'all ever seen Demolition Man?
Yep.
When they had, how that society was till they got to the point where niggas don't even have sex no more. They have virtual sex with the computers, with the junk. Like that's where I see us going, especially with the way shit been headed. Like,
if you want to have a baby, you got to go to a lab.
You feel me? Like that's where I see us going. Like I see us in the near future where that's gonna be like this shit, like virtual relationships. Like niggas don't actually physically touch or nothing like that.
And that's crazy because that's a human thing too. You got it. Well, not even just a human thing. All species like gotta have that touch.
Well, I'm just going. You just gotta.
That's
I'm
crazy.
just looking at the. See, what I always try to do is. We always look at ourselves from a micro standpoint. I try to look at it from a macro standpoint, as far as what society is as a whole. When I'm looking at stuff like even like I don't look at the United States as a country. I look at it as another chapter in them history books. Same way you used to read about the Ottoman Empire and what they used to conquer, and how Genghis Khan went over here and did this, and then Spain went over. It's no different. Go read it if you write it in a book, you're gonna read the same shit. U.S. went to Afghanistan and done that, or they went to Africa, and it's the same exact thing. So when you sit there and you looking at it from that standpoint, that shit just be way easier to see, like how, because just 100 years ago we didn't even have cars. Type of shit, for real. That was still a new thing. That was some shit they had just started making. Henry Ford, I think that bitch dropped in 1909. They dropped the Model T. It was 1908, 1909, one of the two. Model T, the first one dropped. So we ain't too far. You just say they was just started making cars and shit 100 years ago. So to be where we at now, yeah, I could see that being especially with the way stuff go as far as media, what drives media and shit. I can see it. Definitely could see it. What we shot into? I mean,
I don't know, man.
What we shot into? We got to shot to something. We can't just shoot. I mean, you can technically, but
I don't really got nothing this week. Like, it's a pretty regular week.
Well, let's cheers to being richer than we ever been. Cause I'm richer than I ever been. For sure. It's a nice little tasty boy. Shout out to Three Amigos. Always holding me down.
Back to back again.
Hey, this is actually pretty damn tasty. I think rums and cocktail caviar go together. Oh, we doing back to backs?
Yeah, he just hit a quick, you know what I'm saying, inbound.
Double down.
He stole the inbound and hit the layup.
Hand me this up, man. I ain't even signed up for this. Give me that. Let me go and knock it out. I had a little splash attack at the end there.
It get like that sometimes. I got a little.
What cheers into?
Same shit.
Wait now, Chad. That's tres maño. Oh, we going back. We gonna do a 17 again. Let's
33.
do it.
It's 33, man.
Let's do it. That's literally double episode 17. Coming up on that next one at 34. That'll be double the episode 17 when it drop. Get to talk about it. Nah, man. Shit been crazy, though. Nah, man. Shit. Ain't nothing to cheers to this week for damn show. Shit, ain't been nothing happening like that. That's been good no way. Shit. Seen they finally approved that damn stimulus on your ass.
Stimmy?
We got like one more vote or something.
Somebody said, damn, go on here with y'all big and ass. Shit. Big and motherfucker.
You seen Coming to America?
I'm gonna be.
I don't watch those type of movies. I only watch the documentaries.
Did they give money to Africans?
Did the profits go to them?
That's how y'all feel?
Black Panther, really? Did they give the money to Wakanda? No, just
It was called Coming to America. So they would have been giving the money to Americans. And
Black owners?
I mean, nah, they had a very interesting. I watched it. It was pretty trash to me.
It's what I thought it was based off the previews and shit. Like, I knew it wasn't
It
going.
wasn't what I thought it was off the previews.
I didn't think they was gonna spend too much time in America, like with it being
Right.
Because they did it the first
him
time.
bringing his son back. And shit,
right.
so.
Well, I mean, that wasn't the issue for me. It was.
It had some funny parts.
It was
but
it was the
wasn't-
dance along and shit. They had them breaking out into a song and dance and music.
like it was Aladdin.
Right, you know what I mean, or some type of Broadway play. Or
Yeah, I
some
did
shit.
wonder why like Wesley Snipes was always doing that shit.
Like right, that shit was like he was acting like Chris Tucker in Fifth Element, you know, kind of like.
Yeah, instead of having the little thing
Right.
up here, he had the little beard
Right,
down
and with
here.
the swoop, and he was giving me Fifth Element vibes. And that shit was just horribly like like even how they decided to get married and run back. When did they date? Like, let me stop spoiling it. I ain't gonna go into it like that. I don't want to get because we not movie critics. And then That shit just wasn't very plotted out to me. It was.
Yeah, it was funny, but
It was
like,
definitely funny.
I give it about a good 6.5. Like as far as
That's him. That's him. I'm giving it a good 5.5, maybe 6, because you only going to 10. I can't give you 2. Like the only reason I'm giving you like a maybe 6 is because it was a lot of funny parts, like just
the
different
funeral
stuff.
part.
Right. Like I really like James Earl Jones, just his interaction with Simi and shit. You know what I mean? Just how he hated that type of shit. Or you know what I mean? But in other parts, it was like. I don't get it, you know. Like it was like they were forcing it just to make a. I don't know. That ain't. I mean, I'm not a cinematographer. I'm not a critic of films. I don't work at Rotten Tomato or nothing like that. So that's none of my business. But you know, as a consumer, I probably wouldn't rewatch that. Boy, it was cool for the watch. Like if it's something you think. Only way I rewatch that is when I throw that hoe on. That type of movie you throw on when you trying to clean up or something.
Occasionally check out some parts.
You know what I mean? Like you might check in, you can check back out, and you ain't miss nothing. You know what I mean?
Like if I watch it again, I'll watch it for the funeral.
You feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. I'm checking in for certain parts.
And when they go to the barbershop for the first time.
Right.
That
was hilarious. That was saying. They had absolutely hilarious parts in that bitch. I'm not gonna hold 'em.
I think if they kind of would have like did a little bit more of that and kind of stayed true to like
that's what I'm saying. They was trying to do too much.
It was like a different. It was a different vibe from the first one for sure.
And they were
but
going
it's like,
too far up the narrative. It was shit that didn't make sense. And then I couldn't tell if it was a parody. Like it would be shit like the clan they was beefing with was called the Next Dorians.
yeah.
Right. Get it? Next Dorians, like that type of shit. I couldn't tell if they were trying to parody off of that whole or what. Like I feel like it was a parody kind of sort of. Then they had like Rick Ross made a few cameos.
Fucking Rotimi was in that bitch. Dre from Power.
Oh, they had so many people in it. That's why I ain't tripping on it, because they did. They was giving motherfuckers probably a check for some shit that they ain't got in a minute. Like they had the original girls. The DJ Peaches and
Tracy
the
Morgan
best
and fucking.
DJ
I mean, niggas ain't really seen Wesley Snipes in like a newer movie in like
in a minute. Boy, still got
he
it.
He done did a couple like movies recently, but he ain't been in them like that.
He still got it though.
Yeah.
Now he was. Now although he was an interesting.
He played a role I would never expect him to.
But he was on like it wasn't like he was forced. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was trying to be like he could do it. But I mean, people forget Wesley did 2-1-4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is back when this is not 2021.
Is that the movie with John Leguizamo and fucking
where they was all
Patrick Swayze?
cross dressers and shit.
Yep.
Dressing in drag. And this was not in 2021.
Yeah, that was early 90s.
There's not when that shit was even something to do. Not saying like it's something to do. I know these are people's lifestyle. I'm saying like from a pop culture dominated world, transgender is on the up and up, and they part of the conversation. They was not a part of the conversation when he did that. That was a very controversial role for them.
Yep, especially during that time too.
Very controversial. It wouldn't be that controversial now. Like
no, it would be
a representation
yeah.
type of thing. Like trying to keep them represented, and that's all.
And glorified hard, super hard.
You know what I mean? But
compared to then, when it wasn't, it was just kind of you saw it if you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you did see it, if you said something about it, people look at you sideways. You know what I'm saying?
shit, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I ever look at a motherfucker sideways from some shit like that. I look at a motherfucker sideways just from crazy statement, Mo. That was my whole issue with that shit. That shit didn't really have no rhythm or rhyme. Like I say, none of the parts went together. It was like they just recorded individual parts, and then somebody just got a video dump one day on their hard drive, and they had to piece the shit together to the best of their ability based on the content that they had. That's what it looked like, because it don't got no connection with, like, a lot of this shit don't got no connection, or like so simple, like how the niggas just.
I mean, it connected for me, like.
Well, no, I'm saying like it was like it wasn't no connection. I'm talking about the little shit like something like they outside. Remember, they outside talking this shit, and they talking about how he didn't think he would like that. Then his son overheard him, so he go back in there, get the bitch that's been his barber for like however long. Yeah. Then they just hop on a jet.
The only
where
thing
did they go? Like what?
I see where they did.
You still saying where? Who were the people? It's a prince. Where was it? Was it a transition? They ran down what hall? How did they just leave the venue? Get on a jet before they? What? They was already.
It wasn't
gone?
like that, bro.
It was, man.
No, it wasn't like that,
terrible,
bro.
Man.
Cause like he overheard them saying some shit about him,
And
Wesley
so
Snipes.
the nigga
And
like-
if we spoiling it for you, like you had time. Yeah.
Gonna watch it, but
I mean, you got time still, cause I mean, this is what they're gonna drop like next week, so you still got time if you ain't watched it by this time. But yeah, no, in that scenario, right? He went back. He's like, I'm tired of this. Like the
But
classic,
they had already kissed and they had already like developed like they own
right.
little-
They kissed one time, and then she was like, "This is wrong." Classic cliche shit. Because you're supposed to get married to the queen.
It was pretty typical, but it
then,
all led up.
And then
to
they
what
skate.
it was.
But it wasn't no interaction. It wasn't like in those same movies they'll show like interactions of them where they did some other stuff that helps you understand that connection.
yeah, like a
She
flashback.
Like, it
gave
was
him
like-
tips on how to like
She cut this
move
nigga hair
around.
like 2 times.
Yeah, but while she
And
was
they
doing
getting
it, they
married,
had
like,
conversations.
They getting married. She cut this nigga hair like. I mean, I don't give a fuck if you give me great stock advice that leads to $100,000. I'm not marrying you to fucking Morrow because you gave me a good tip. Come on, brother. Come on now. I'm not
He was feeling her vibe more than he was feeling the other chick vibe.
That was off for 2 visits.
Yeah,
She
but
got
the
his
other
shit
chick told
twisted
him
one
that
time.
she wanted her own
Off
like
the
beauty shop or
retwist.
barber shop. She
That nigga was
told
ready to get
him to
married off
be
the
himself.
retwist.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga ready to get married off the retwist.
She kind of told him that he was more like, well, she knew that he was the prince because they bought him back from America.
As
You
the
know what
prince.
I'm saying? As the prince. So he got 1 week to get his shit together to marry Wesley Snipes' daughter. So in the meantime, like,
So was she going for the bag?
no, like she was just
No, she was just a supportive chick. But my point being, my nigga got the original cut and a retwist. He was marrying the bitch off the retwist.
So she told
the
him
retwist.
She told him that she wanted her own shit. She told him
A barbershop
that she
and-
wanted to
and-
do
and then
blah blah
so-
blah.
Right.
So when he meet the other chick, he like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What do you want to do this? And she like, whatever you like. Just like in the original movie,
Right.
he like, shit, I don't want that. So they kind of tied it into him being like his dad. So he like, fuck this shit, I'm out. We could go to America and we could do.
Right. And so they don't give like time frames. Like that probably would have helped with what he's saying. Where they'd have been like 3 weeks later, and then it would just because that would have helped for the transition.
Right.
But that ain't how it happened. Right. So then they leave. Right. Like he's saying, they tell the dad. Right. He like, oh no, this can't. I'm finna go to America. So he just pop up in America the next day. Right. And they already then went and applied for a job for her. To start at the barbershop that he used to be at, and they already going to get married, right?
Oh damn!
In the time frame of from whenever they left there to now, they done already like got her a
So
position
you
at
want the
work.
little thing to
Like-
pop on the screen
like,
like,
nigga,
72 hours later.
something. Give me something to help me digest this. Help me to ingest this the
If
proper
the
way.
movie handed
see what I'm
you
saying? Like,
everything, it wouldn't be entertaining, bro.
hand me a little,
Like-
I ain't say I need it all. Just give me a night 2 weeks later. All right, that's a proper context. You know, they ain't even got a career. They done came back. They with the at the job. They at the little shop. They go get married with the Reverend. That introduced Randy Watson. So they go there. That's how they bring him back. That's what I'm saying. Like it was like they was forcing parts just to put people that was in it that we love back in it. And I'm not mad at them trying to put the people that we love back in it. I'm saying that shit, if that's the case, man, if that's all it take, and I mean no disrespect to the people's job, but Eddie Murphy, whoever the fuck directed it, come holler at me, man. I got some motherfucking script segues we need to write up in this bitch. If that's all we doing for them to get that check they got, cause
They just put them in there, like the barbershop niggas was in there for like.
I know,
maybe like 5
right.
minutes
That's
the
what
whole
I'm saying.
movie,
But that's what I'm
bro.
saying. How they writing the segues in. That's what I'm talking about. How they wrote that shit in. Whatever, because they had a big ass budget. Them niggas had Morgan Freeman, Like they ain't just they had performances by Salt and Pepper. Like this wasn't like it was some cheap shit.
But if you just want words on the screen to let you know the time frame, that's not a part of the budget.
That's
bro.
just simple. That won't say y'all need to come holler at me. Let me get these films right for y'all.
But you could use your imagination. And
I ain't gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I'm here for. I'm paying for y'all to do my imagination.
Do y'all think it was too many
No,
superstars
nigga,
in it?
Look, I'm paying you to create my imagination.
Was it too many superstars in it?
Nah, that wasn't it at all. It was perfectly balanced in that way. Like I mean,
it had everybody from the original one except her sister in it.
Okay.
right, except her sister
And the mom.
And they had them in a way that made it organic. I will say that it wasn't like they was coming out of nowhere where it just be like boom. It'll always be like in a rhythm or at least some type of rhythm to that. But it was like it wasn't enough. They should have just did a little bit. That's all the thing I'm saying. I wasn't saying that they didn't like. To his point, like I get what he's saying. Like they did. It wasn't like it was just like
Even the story
like
how
one scene
he
and then
got,
the niggas
how the
go-
kid was made sense because they went back to like the club scene to where they had all the chicks sitting with him at the table and shit.
high as
Like,
fuck.
the way they blended the shit in with the first one and the second one, like
But,
I think it was put together pretty good. Bro.
I mean,
like if you
it
mad
was-
that
it
they
was
didn't say
okay.
36 hours later,
It was.
then that's
It was. Listen, if you want, listen. I rated it a 6. Didn't that ain't a shitty movie.
I thought you rated a 5.
5.5 to 6.
Oh,
Right.
5.5
Right.
to 6.
All right. I might be tempted to even go up to 6.5. I definitely ain't going 7 though.
that nigga was like, I can't even go 6.5 like him. He going too high. I'm going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I might.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
bro.
saying on my best day of convincing. You might get me to do 6.5.
Have you seen American Skin?
No.
Have you seen it?
No, it's been a busy week.
Nigga had shit to do.
You not look.
Big dog. Big dog status. Big dog status. I got big dog status. Shout out to my boy Face. Scarface mom.
The look tells enough.
He know I made a whole person, right? Like,
Hey, brother. You made a whole person this week?
she almost came. She almost came this week.
I mean, shit. Yeah, I know she's on the way.
She was knocking out the door.
Yeah.
But she was pump. But she was pump fake.
Yeah. But we was still in the hospital for a long
She was
time.
hitting her with the pump fake.
Right.
She ain't ready to shoot that shot yet. You know what I mean?
Y'all home yet?
Yeah, she gonna
No?
get you right. So yeah,
All right,
you know,
I'll come back later.
but yeah, it was an anticlimactic week for your boy, if I'm saying it like that.
I mean, that was like pretty much the high point right there. Like everything else was just like pretty fucking regular. Like this ain't been one of them weeks where it's just been like, oh my god, it's like extremely wild or like been pretty fucking laid back. Even though I have to work a lot. Other than that,
yeah, other than that,
Comes with the grind.
crack usage and stuff like that.
what?
Crack?
What? Who said what?
I don't partake
Who
in
the
those
fuck is-
activities.
Oh, my bad. I thought.
That
My
nigga
bad.
said crack like he was 80 something.
Right. I was like, what?
Who said what? What?
I don't partake in those activities.
The fuck is?
I stay away from that.
I don't think I even seen crack. Well, nah, I
I've never seen it in person ever. I've
I
only
have.
seen it on TV.
When we used to hang out in the projects
Definitely-
back
definitely
in
seen it in
fucking
person.
when
Over
we
there.
first started
Yeah.
like riding around and shit.
Yeah.
When we used to go out there.
The 211 boys.
Yeah.
I definitely see it in person. It's all good though. What was that?
Oh, fucking Boobs Farm and fucking MD. Like,
Night Train. You ever drink Night Train? 211?
well, when we
I
was
know what that is. I mean, people had them around me. I just
Right.
didn't.
You never partaked in those?
When we was kids, bro.
I'm a poor ass bougie person.
dope, but when we
I was
was
about to say
kids,
211 is the poor man's drink.
we used
I'm a
to.
poor ass bougie person. So when a
okay.
nigga would drink, I didn't like. Don't get me wrong. I done taste it, drank it. Nah, I wouldn't drink it. I mean, it was because if that was the case, it used to be the prices. and it just never made sense to me because that's a beer one, and that nigga know I don't be drinking beer like that. I'm a liquor drink. I ain't gonna really drink beer. Beer be messing me up.
Well, yeah, but I was just curious back in the day because
This is like what we was like.
Shit, I would have probably
First back in the day,
I probably
like
grabbed
in
some
high school
EJ,
type shit.
some
Like,
E&J or some taco.
Irk and jerk? What?
Yeah. That I ain't saying I was. I'm just saying if it came down to where I'm finna do, I'm gonna drink some E&J if that's the case.
Shit, we could drink
You
whatever
think I
we can
used
get our
to
hands
sneak
on.
that?
You get you a nice
The
little pint.
fucking
You get
E&J
you a
or the
nice little
fucking
pint
Christian
of
Brothers,
a pint
like, somebody in my
So
family
you
had
get
like
what?
the Christian
You get a
Brothers
fifth of
and
Parmesan
or the
right now for
E&J.
$10.
It's pretty much the same shit.
I was about to say, smoke it.
You get a fifth of Parmesan
That
right now for
Parmesan,
$10.
boy.
For $10, a fifth.
Yeah,
So you
that
know
was-
what
that
the
was part
little
of it.
pint bottles were costing me? They wasn't costing me. That's right now. I'm
Was
talking
that the first
2021.
liquor that we was on? Like, once
'Cause
we
we
was
would
like
walk around
this
the
shit.
neighborhood.
Know what I'm saying? I'll
this.
get like a fifth. I'll give me a little pint of E&J or half a pint because this shit was $2,
Yeah.
$3. I'm saying a fifth costs $10. What you think a pint costs you?
Yeah, well, you get you a 211 for $1.29. That's
Right.
fine.
So like the way I was
Drink
looking
one
at
of
it
them
was
hoes,
like
you done.
well, the way I was looking at it was like
whole
shit.
night.
I get a
When you a
211.
kid, that
I
shit
get the
is
Irk and Jerk
definitely-
with the pint for, and I'm just the same $2.
Nigga would go home and go straight to sleep.
I might have to,
I wasn't educated at the time of those things.
Yeah.
That was like I said. At
We
that
was like
time,
little.
it was just,
I mean,
like,
we wasn't little
just-
kids, but we was like in high
It was like
school,
those stepping
like,
stones. You know what I'm saying? Like
when you first start
Yeah,
moving
no,
I
around
never
on
really
your
had
own.
the, like everything.
you just automatically came out with the look and jump off.
Well, it always would be for me. It would always be a scenario where I would have the option. So it was never a scenario where I was in where you know how y'all you say like I know the niggas used like they'll skip school and they'll go. I didn't like skip school or nothing like that. You say I'm talking about somewhere
Oh, we wasn't skipping school.
No,
Well,
that
I'm
was
just
on
saying like I'm
weekends.
that
saying
was yeah.
It was
yeah,
all
just
Saturday.
like I'm
randomly,
saying something
'cause-
like on some shit where I might be over at homie house and they mama and them might be gone, and they got some liquor over there, that type of shit, and it's like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna drink the liquor.
I get you.
I never did drink like the two, like I done tasted shit, but
Yeah.
I never really drunk any of that, like, cause then when I got to college, which was very shortly after this time, I'm 17 at the time when I get to college.
I think
So-
we had jobs too early,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm
So
getting
we
to
was
it.
able
Yeah,
to.
I'm getting, you see what I'm saying? If anything, I'm gonna drink.
Well,
then,
no, not really, cause like on the weekends my parents was gone, and when like Smokey came, that's how I started smoking. Like
Well-
what I'm saying? Fucking like my parents being gone, like hey nigga, we finna smoke, like, and then like access to liquor and shit. Like you could be like home and fucking like oh shit, nigga, I know where the bottle at. Like
You know what these young niggas on now, though, don't it, boy?
but we was like moving around too.
Any and everything, boy. These young niggas is on any and everything, boy.
Can't knock it though. 'Cause
Niggas had that spot where we could go to, cause like, bro, like Stop
the
6
Rose?
was Stop 6 was like 10 minutes from us, like the drive.
It
So,
seemed
like,
a little forever though. Back
Forever,
then,
like
yeah.
when you like 16.
when you first driving, like from 287 to fucking Rosedale.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like 45 minutes to 30 minutes, and it's only like 15.
Yep. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, it's somebody asks, "Hey, can you go da 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 da?" And well, you used to be able to just go up in that hole, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah, cause I used to go in there with Trey.
right,
So like, I don't know how we used to do it.
Dude knew Trey, didn't he? From the fam?
I
That
think
small
so.
shop, right?
Yeah. So whenever I used to go in there with Trey, like we'd just walk in that bitch and
16, 17.
yep. Well, I used to go out
See,
there.
like
before,
that type of shit. That's
I used to
what I'm
go.
saying.
I used to
Like,
go out there
I have
before then.
wild
We
little
was out there
stories,
before then.
but it wasn't nothing
Kinda.
like that. I just wasn't into it. Like
Right. Well, I mean,
drinking, and for me, I guess when I was coming up, and hell, even now, like drinking and shit like that, like that was never like how that was something to do, like an activity
right,
for
right,
people.
Right. Let's get fucked
For
up.
me, like that was never something I was into. So like I've been to the strip club when I was like 13, 14.
Oh damn.
True stories. Like this real shit. Like
I've
cause
done that too.
my cousin, well, like it wasn't like
When
like
I was,
not
like,
like let's
15
make
or
let's see
16.
like, I mean let's make sure it's clear. It's 2021, so let's make sure it's clear. Maybe I'm thinking I'm like 14, But I've always been
14
a
was
little
the
bit,
first time I went to a 21
I've
and up
always
club.
been a little bit larger than normal, right?
Oh, okay.
And so when I was like 13, I mean, I'm thinking I'm 14. I think my cousin was 15. I have to ask him. I can't remember. I'm thinking he 15 and I'm 14 at the time. And but you know, I got a mustache, little goatee. You know
I
what
didn't
I mean?
have none of that shit.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like I had
Imagine
like
me at 14 in the 21 and up club, bro. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like, I
hollered
had
at
a
the
little
chicken,
mustache
everything. Like,
with the light, maybe you know what I'm talking about, the peach fuzz buzz, not the real full junk. The peach
I
fuzz
just had the
buzz.
shit on the sides.
Right. I had the mustache with the little.
I just
with
had the
not,
mustache.
I had
like
not
very
the super
little.
thick boy, but you know enough mustache
Yeah.
that we could see it with the peach fuzz buzz.
Right.
And so,
And they used to make us shave our shit off.
I'll never forget the night because my cousin man, you know what I'm saying? I love that nigga to death. Nigga brought us out that bitch. Nigga that took us to Memphis. We was at this bitch.
I did that one time,
It was
yeah.
something called the Rose. I can't remember the first name. I don't want to say it wrong, but I know the last part of it was Rose. I think it was like Platinum Rose or something like that. And so I remember it like yesterday, bro. I never forget. I remember I picture it in my head all the time because it was like one of the first times I ever did some lit shit. Cause like before that, remember I told y'all like I was a crap baby. So like I moved my cousin, and then it's like my whole world changed. Where it's like now you like just enjoy your family and having fun with you. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta like be ready to like stab a nigga or some shit. You know what I mean? Where it's like I can just like do regular shit. But like nigga took me there, and nigga we standing there and they like shut the fuck up, don't say nothing. Me and my cousin standing there. All right, behind Riley, my nigga. They're like, yo, these my nephews, they just turned 20, or I think I can't remember. I think he said Riley just turned 20, cause my cousin Riley, he like light skinned, but like he ain't got no facial hair for real, never grew none at all, like none. Like he got like a light mustache, but like so, as probably being like a, you know what I mean, like a 15, 16-year-old, you see what I'm saying? My boy really like versus me, where it's like they both 20. They ain't got their IDs on them. They ain't even know they was coming here. It's a surprise. You know what he's saying? He know the nigga at the door. So the nigga back doors. Not even thinking.
Right.
Like, cause I'm probably like 5'9" at the time. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm 14, 15, so I'm probably I'm anywhere from 5'7" to 5'9", probably 14 to 15. So I'm not like super tall, but I'm also not so
above average of
small, right? You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
That I at least look like a normal size nigga,
Yeah.
right?
I
You know
think
what
that's
mean?
how I got away with it.
Right, you feel me? Yep. So I'm in there, and nigga, I'm talking strip club vibes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, pop a band, give us 100. 14 years old with $100 in the strip club. You the richest nigga in there. Then you got 100 nigga, bitch, I could throw a few ones and still got some ones. Oh, nigga, I'm rich in the bitch in there. Nigga got the motherfucking liquor right there on the table, you know that. And this is Memphis.
Yep.
So them hoes getting dying. I'm talking fingers and buttholes, whatever you can think of. Whatever you could think of. Like if you wanted to probably fuck one of them bitches, now that I think about it in hindsight, and I'm not even saying you would have probably, that bitch probably would charge you like $20. Like I remember my cousin, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That was
like,
the rate back then. They wasn't charging a little 40.
my young nigga was a young nigga, man. He ain't know. My nigga trying to eat the big pussy. She been over in front of him. He trying to like, but my nigga, he look, my nigga height, my nigga. You feel me? But yeah, that type of shit. Like, yeah, it was, and I mean, again, this is Memphis, probably 05.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't go to clubs now, because
05 Memphis.
me, JJ, and Rome, look, track meet over with. Like,
05 Memphis. We doing it whatever. This is before social media. This is before smartphones.
we went so.
This is like before, for real. You know, they might have had a few palm trios or some shit, but for the most part, everybody couldn't afford them. So this is before, it's 05. Like, this is like 05. You had to be, Maybe 04. Might have been 04, but it could have been. I'm thinking 05, but it could have been 04. Type of shit. 04. 04. It's 2021. 04.
So I used to go to the projects with Trey. So when I got to high school, fucking Rome and JJ, whenever they was driving and shit, and Rome had that fucking probe.
Yeah, the red one.
Yep.
Maroon, actually.
So this nigga had the fucking Ford probe. Like, we thought that hoe was cool as hell, but it was probably a cool car when it came out. Right. You know what I'm saying? But
Not for real.
I don't know shit about cars, but it looked cool.
Nah, it wasn't for real. No, I know what you're talking about, the Ford Probe, that two-door. Bitch,
Yep.
it looked like it was fast. That bitch wasn't fast. It wasn't nothing. I know exactly what a Ford Pro. Look up a Ford Pro. That bitch was useless. I know the feeling though, nigga. I had 100. I mean, I had 100.
I wasn't driving. Like, I was like way younger than them niggas, so I knew where to get liquor and beer from. So we would go out there like after games and like track meets and shit, and then we would go to Deep Ellum. And like back then, like Deep Ellum, it was like set up to where you could like walk down kind of like little like alley type shit, and like the clubs is like right there.
Right.
And it's different types of music playing, so we looking for the hip hop shit. Nigga, we a hop in that bitch. Like, niggas not knowing that I'm like 14 or 15 and these niggas is like 16 or 17, and we every fucking weekend, bro. Like,
You see the vibes.
that shit was
See the
stupid.
vibes. What's up with the beats?
But
That shit
that's
crazy.
we would go and we would like. That's all I
When
knew was
Club
like
DMX
fucking
was popping.
Oh no, shit, man.
like
Nigga
not
done
the
some shit.
fucking all the stupid
Nigga,
ass
you know how you
beers
gotta
and
sit
shit.
there, I
Like, we
love
wasn't
this
even
shit,
really
man.
like.
You gotta sit there and think about all the shit nigga done did. Like, that's why I love life. Because the nigga forget. I love that phrase. Nigga, I done forgot more than you
For
ever
like-
knew.
For like 6 months.
That's my favorite phrase.
For like
'cause it's
si-
really true. You know how you be sitting there and there's some shit you forgot?
Nah.
For the longest of time, pop the fuck back up. When you remember, like, Crystal Palace, the skate rink, when you just said skate rink, was like, nigga, that's a whole, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole jump. Or when I had the, when I was the nigga with the car, and I had the $600 Pontiac Grand Am two-door with the bullet hole, I mean, not the bullet hole, but the windows didn't let down. The CV joint was cracked. Like, this was a horrible car, no air, nothing. So we only rode that hoe at night. And I'm sitting there thinking about when we drove that hoe to the bar for the performance.
You
That
remember when that
had
nigga
a
Giorgio
whole
ran
bar
over
fight.
Marquise?
Nigga had a whole bar fight, bro. Nigga had a whole bar fight. I'm talking about 30. I'm talking about a real bar fight where y'all in the club with pool balls, like 30 niggas. And it's like not like 30, probably like 20 something to 30 niggas, and y'all get into a fight with them niggas, and it's just 3 of y'all,
That's crazy.
and you make it out that hole. That type of shit. Well, like I don't even forgot about that shit. Nigga, think about stocks and bonds now. Like, damn, nigga, like, yo, that shit. Yes, like, right. I'm thinking about stock portfolios, and you sit there and think about, like, god damn, that's why I love that shit. Like, nigga, I forgot more than you ever knew, nigga.
I think that was the funniest thing I ever saw right there.
That's why I respect my elders so much. I done forgot more than you ever knew, nigga. I done all that shit, did all that shit, got over all that shit, and you was still trying to figure it out. Done all that shit. We done been in all of that shit. Nigga, I know what's real beef, nigga. I know I done been in them rooms. I done been in them places. Since a young nigga, fucking weed stacked to the motherfucking ceiling. Nigga got trash bag, 20-gallon trash bag filled with just weed, other bag full of money. And that's the nigga that's putting the money behind you for you to rap. I didn't make a good song. Nigga showing up with big ass 223 rifles. They talking to him, and then he going like, nah, what else y'all need for the studio? We going to the motherfucking places. We buying MPCs and all these different computers. Like, nah, nigga, we need to put some shit down today. This nigga's not playing. Nigga, the guys on the radio and shit, nigga, we need to drop another track. Like, nigga, fuck with, like, you ain't feeling it. Nah, I'm feeling it. Let's do it. I don't give a fuck what I gotta say on this bitch. I was just saying, like, I nigga be thinking about, I be forgetting that shit. Then I sit back. Never, you see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't thought about that shit at all till just right now. Like, just, I wouldn't speak on no names, but just all the times, nigga, like, nigga really done it. You feel me? Like, for real, for real.
That shit was stupid, bro. Like,
Stupid, bro. Like, nigga was living wild. When you sit back and think about it, like, nigga
would go from the
track. Like,
a nigga would go from the track meet to Fort Worth to Deep Ellum. And just walk in the club, like the back door, the bouncer, like they had like back doors and shit. So like it'd be the security guard be back there smoking or something, and then he'll go in.
Right.
And then the bathroom right there. So you just go in the bathroom and then walk out the bathroom and then walk into the club. Like,
right.
We done rolled up and smoked. Like, niggas is drinking and driving. In high school, bro. Like, I wasn't driving until senior
nigga definitely
year,
did all that. Nigga had them. That was saying nigga had to fight their way out clubs and shit, and like get to the crib where you like I'm saying, nigga.
I remember the one time I got kicked out the club, bro.
I never got kicked out the club.
Yes, that shit. When you said that was the only time I ever got kicked out.
I mean, we got kicked out the club. I mean, technically, but that was more so like nigga, the police finna come. Everybody needed to dip. Like, that was an understanding. Like, but we could have died that night. Cause niggas had the strap. I had the strap. But a nigga was in the, trying to get the fucking, like my shit was not a car you wanted to be in.
Yeah. So, like, one night, I think it was like, yeah, that club was in Arlington. So, like, everybody in that bitch, like, I know. Fucking the DJ D Real in that bitch, like he DJing. Fucking, it's a couple other niggas in that. So like it's the crunk era. So everybody like nigga put your hood up. So it's like niggas in that bitch throwing up bees, right? And you know what I'm saying?
With the bees, nigga throwing up seeds.
So
Nigga
everybody else is like
nigga throwing up G's.
It's everybody in that bitch, cause you know,
Shout
like Arlington was like back then, like it was like mostly like Bloods and shit.
For real,
so like,
shout out to the Vice Lords, the GDs, the Crips, the Bloods. I
might have been in there.
I get love, you know.
Throwing up some shit that everybody else was not throwing up, and all of a sudden, like, I'm not on the ground no more. Like, I'm looking down, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, a nigga done scooped me up, like, hey, who? Nigga, like, walked me out. I'm like, nigga, like, let me down, bro. Like, nigga, what the fuck? And he like, hey, bro, like, you can't be doing that shit. And he was like, everybody else in here. And I'm like, nigga, like, I know these niggas. Like, we cool. Like, nah, bro, you can't come back in. So, like, I had to sit outside for like 15 or 20 minutes till the club was over. And then I chilled with the same niggas that he was like,
Can't do that.
yeah. Like, nigga, I'm right here. I've been with these niggas all night, bro. Like, now you
Tragic.
That's the only time I ever got kicked out the club, bro. Like,
Never got kicked out the club. Never got none of that. Now, like, I always knew how to move. Like, even since a little nigga. I'm not saying that I know, cause like I'm saying, like I mean, I wish I could like replicate it for y'all to see, but it was just like my position in a lot of shit was always on the outside looking in. Like, I was always just cool enough to know a nigga that know a nigga. You feel me? And so that always had me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the nigga. I'm the nigga's nigga. They fuck with me. You don't really know me, but that's your partner, so he good money.
Yeah.
That was most of my interactions. So I'm always on the outside. You see what I'm saying? I never really. So I would have probably been on my best behavior just because if we went to the club, I'm not finna make my nigga look bad. Plus, he done brought me out here. Like, I never got in those situations like that because it was like, I was out, like I say, I was always the friend of a nigga that know the nigga. So I always end up being able to be cool with that nigga, but it was by association. That's why I always respect people and what they got to offer, because you never know that nigga you might talk to at the club on some drunk shit might be a nobody.
Yeah.
but his cousin might be Timberland.
Yeah. Right.
His uncle might be Timberland. No bullshit. For real, for real. You go to his Instagram, they got pictures. Him, they did Christmas together. Like that type of uncle. Like, right. Speed dial type of nigga. He pick up every time for this nigga. And you just think you know what I'm saying? I respect everybody because you never know what a person could do for you, and you never know what you could mean to a person. Shit like, so I just respect. I always treat that. That's why I always be vibing out when y'all see me out, and they be like, yeah, cause I respect everybody, bro. You never know what a nigga know. You never know what a nigga know. You never know who a nigga know.
I ain't gonna do you like that.
I done got into some shit. I ain't saying I respect everybody like that. Like, no, you could definitely get beat up. I'm gonna be real. You could definitely get beat up. That ain't not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying for the most part, I got two modes is what I'm saying. It's ultra respectful and ultra disrespectful. I ain't got no other in between. I ain't got that cause. Like, so I'm either like all the way understanding until ain't no more understanding. And then that's what it is. We up then. Let's do it. Because little did you know, that's actually my favorite mode. I'm doing this other shit so I can survive in society. I don't want to go to jail. But my favorite mode is getting your ass. I would love to be a just getting your ass nigga. But it come with jail time, and I ain't with that.
I was pretty reckless back then.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to be a getting your ass nigga. I just don't want to go to jail. And I know that I ain't gonna snitch on nobody. So that means that if I ever got into an altercation, I'm obviously gonna start shooting at the police and get killed. So since I'm not gonna do any of that, I'm gonna just go to work.
Yeah. I was pretty reckless, so it was best that I figured shit out like early.
Right.
Because I know one time fucking me and Trelon, we was out and fucking in Stop 6. Fucking, I had the fucking Duke jersey, and he had the fucking North Carolina, and, you know, Stop 6 is
Wrong
fucking
area.
blood. Like, nigga walked up and he had the fucking bandana on, and he like, was popping blood. And me and this nigga look at each other and we start laughing like.
And if you don't know, Stop 6, that's
nigga,
that's bloody. It's real bloody over there.
we rolling, bro, like, cause that
It's
shit remind us of
real
the
bloody
wood,
over
like.
It's real bloody over there, brother. It's real bloody over there. And Stop 6. I ain't gonna give you no specific because I ain't incriminating nobody. But I'm just saying it's real bloody over there.
But his cousin was like, hey, bro, like, y'all niggas need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Because we was out there chilling with them. And he like, nah. She like, nah, bro, that shit ain't supposed to go down.
It's always crazy, like, because I always got, like, the degrees of separation. But when I first moved out here, one of my good partners should give me green and shit. Nigga named Southside 1. I ain't talked to this nigga in years, probably. I don't even know what's up with the nigga. I don't even know if he's still alive, just being real. Because he was thugging. But Stop 6, nigga. Crazy enough. I was over there with them niggas. Like, them same niggas you talking about, probably them niggas. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean by degrees of separation. Like, I was probably over there with them niggas. Them niggas. Them niggas that was giving you a hard time, I was probably kicking it with them niggas.
I don't know if that.
Not in that sense.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
No. I'm saying not in that sense. I'm saying that. Not in that sense of like them being the same people. I'm saying like degrees of separation being like, you know, some niggas from Stop 6.
They were the same type of people.
Right. They weren't the
Yeah.
same people. Them niggas probably no longer. If they were doing shit like that, they no longer with us. Just keeping it real. If you was running around doing that in Texas, you no longer with us. If you was running around, cause like it ain't LA. Like niggas be misconstruing how that shit
You
go.
either locked up or in jail.
Well, I mean, it
Or
ain't LA.
you either dead or in jail.
It ain't LA as in soccer mom got a pistol in Texas. Niggas always be tripping and shit. Like you don't have to have nothing
Me and
to
my
have a
barber
gun.
was talking about that shit, cause
You can't be running up on nobody talking like this ain't that nigga. You gonna get your face blasted the fuck off.
yep.
By somebody that work
random
at Pillow Text or some shit.
So last week at the mall, Antoinette went to go get her hair done. the dude that cut my hair, Yona.
Right.
Shout out to Cuts by Yona. Fucking, he was at the mall with one of his kids, and they was getting some shit or whatever.
Right.
So they was saying that there was an active shooter in the mall because a nigga set out fireworks. So my nigga Yona was like, you know, I always got it on me. So it's like, whatever.
Nigga.
At this point, everybody can get to the back. One lady didn't have her kids, so he like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Everybody getting organized to go to the back. I got my shit. I'ma help her look for her grandson or whatever, and we'll be back there or whatever. And Antoinette was telling me the story. I was like, damn, it's crazy. Like, niggas be still doing dumbass shit, like setting off
Like
fireworks.
you doing
and all that
dumbass shit.
Cause you would get smoked. Cause
in the wrong
in Texas,
place.
wasn't that where the nigga was in the church and like he came in, he was the active shooter in the church, and niggas was like, nah, bro, bloom, bloom, bloom.
Yep.
Like you
no,
done for.
It's the wrong place. It ain't like if a nigga got a gun in New York, put some respect on it.
Cause that nigga going to jail. If
That
he
nigga
get
going to
pulled
jail
over.
for 5 years minimum. First time
Plaxico
offense.
shot itself.
First time offense, he
I'm
getting
about to
5
say-
years.
I'm about to say, I
That's
thought
what
it
they
was,
got 5 years.
Okay,
first
because
time
I thought it was like a life sentence when it came
it's
to
so
it.
many. It happens so many times, but
Okay.
first
Yeah,
time is
It's
5
like
years.
Drunk driving.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
5
Type
years.
shit.
But no, it's five. First time is 5 years.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
60 months first time.
right.
You get caught jammed up with that bitch. First time you got 60 months. If you ain't got a good lawyer or they don't know nobody, they know nobody.
Yeah.
You got 60 months coming your way. In Texas, you don't even gotta buy a gun in your name.
It was
Y'all better
gifted to
quit
me.
playing with these boys out here. Better quit playing with these people. Fuck these boys. That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga be talking that, man, you gonna get your fucking head blowed off. By some nigga that gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yep. You thought you was supposed to do some dumb shit, and that nigga that was just walking his dog like boom, boom, like
You gonna get your motherfucking head blown off by a nigga that gotta go to work
that
tomorrow.
nigga was skateboarding and was seeing you doing some dumb shit. Like, nigga, hold up, bro. Like,
You know what I mean? We out here. Y'all nigga better quit playing. Again, you don't even gotta have it. And when I say not in your name, I ain't
you
promoting.
thought you
I'm
was
just
supposed to rob
saying,
this Uber
you
driver?
can go on Dallas
Like,
Gun
nah,
Trader right
nigga.
now and go buy some shit from a nigga. And if it ain't in your name, it ain't no problem. Now you want to get at least a bill of sale or something. This is just for my recommendation. So at least you got some record of where your gun came from for your knowledge. But there's no transfer of rights or anything to this gun.
I've been watching
It's
a
just a
lot
gun.
of-
It
a lot
came
of-
from wherever it came from. You purchased it from this person.
I've been watching like a lot of cop shit lately, where it's like the funniest moments when they pull people over, and the niggas with the concealed handgun shit do not let the cops know that it's a gun in the fucking vehicle.
No, don't do it. I learned my lesson no other way. Because that ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. That's irrelevant. When nigga asks you that question, it's still irrelevant. It got to be relevant to what's going on. Nigga, I don't like. Now, don't get me wrong. They say it's always good, but nigga, it's just a traffic stop.
Yeah, a lot of the times they had something else with it, but
No, if
Like-
it's some real shit, I'm gonna let a nigga know. Like when I got jammed up and I had to get out the car, I'm gonna let a nigga know.
Right.
Matter of
Correct.
fact, now I'm lying. I ain't let a nigga know.
I
that.
did. I was in the back seat.
I didn't even say I
yo,
yep,
this is
and
the
I
car.
watched this nigga and I'm like, fuck the nigga going to my glove compartment.
that's why it's
You
the
bitch.
funniest moments.
My
Cause
shit was locked. The nigga took my key, opened my shit. I said, you motherfucker. Cause I know, nigga, that ain't none of your business.
yeah,
None of
but
this shit
when
ain't
you
your
got something
business.
else in the car,
Nah, but
Like-
I'm not. If you talking about some shit where
That's
you
why
finna
it's the
get
funniest
jammed
moments,
up,
'cause
jammed
it's-
up.
cause a nigga might let you go, bro.
Nah,
like
bro, I'm not doing it. Matter of fact, I'm be real. Even if it's the most, cause I not know.
I'd have
You know, how
been let
nigga, you
go
know, how nigga always
plenty
say.
of times.
You know, how nigga always say.
Like,
with
my
the-
luck have
Nigga,
been
I know what
high.
I did do. When the shit was on the line, when it was actually game time, I ain't know nothing. I'm just keeping it a bean. Every time that's been a situation, I ain't really had no explanation for a nigga. I ain't really have no information for a nigga. Nigga put me in the back of the car and they searched my shit. That's how they found out. Yeah, but it wasn't because I told them or and shit. In my eyes, shit, it was almost that close. Cause the nigga literally almost locked my shit up. He was just like, cause he never checked the trunk. If we checked the trunk, it would have been some other problems. But or the you know, other you know what I mean. I mean, I'm just saying it not like other problem. Saying like it could have been another gun. I can't remember all of the scenario details, but I always have like a certain amount of stuff on me. It's a certain way I say, which is legal, by the way, where I'm at. So I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just saying that, you know, what you check or didn't check is up to you. And then he didn't really check the trunk.
I made smoking ride, so like the way I was living at that time was pretty fucking.
He did check my glove compartment and hit me with the bomb, and niggas still
That was
working
crazy
on
because that was the time frame that I would get pulled over. I'm always going home. Like that nigga JJ would get pulled over and he like, hey bro, can you?
Bro, that was my thing, bro. I always go home. I just was in the wrong area, bro. I always go home. I was in the wrong area, dealing with the wrong people. And as soon as I say the place, you know, nigga always hit me with the like black people always hit me with the. They always hit me with the. Cause they know I was in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong person. Wrong time to be black. Where I was at.
Pretty
You know
much.
what I mean? It just is what it is.
Dude that pulled me over, that dude checked my hood. He popped the hood and started looking in underneath the hood and shit.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
that
like,
nigga was
damn.
getting hard.
Yeah, I
I'm
was like,
saying,
what?
like,
I
it's
was like,
like-
what's he
it's
doing
like-
to my fucking battery?
Sometimes
He said, "Oh,
it
you
just be
looking for
wrong
shit?"
time being black. I'd have been in a
damn.
situation where shit, a nigga stopped me for a text message and turned my car apart.
Oh yeah.
And I'm at work, and I'm not even texting because my phone broke.
Is that when
Wasn't
you
you
pulled
on
up to the
your way?
house?
He was
Yeah.
on. You was on your way over
Yeah,
there.
I said no. I'm just reminding him if you didn't see that episode, you know.
Right.
But yeah, no, yeah. I'm at the light. Nigga here stopped me for a text message. 3 niggas hop out a Suburban and tear my shit apart. I mean, literally pull my seats up and flip them bitches. And this is not like flippable seats. So you got to put them hoes back down. It's like the whole seat just come up. So he done flipped the whole jump. You know, they done flipped anything they could, peeled apart anything they could looking for the shit. They ain't find no shit. Nigga told me go about my day. My little clients and shit standing out there. That nigga 5 years old, a white boy. His grandma looking at me like, and all black people looking like, man, that's so fucked up. Cause everybody looking at me like, nigga stop me for a 10-minute. They didn't give me a ticket for, bro. So like on the books, it's some shit that didn't happen.
Yep.
Only person know about it that even tell the story about it is me. Another day in their life. You know what I'm saying? It's some shit that didn't happen. If I don't tell the story, they might say, why you repeating? Because if I don't tell the story, it didn't happen. It really didn't. It's that simple. It didn't happen. It really did, but it really didn't happen. Because I remember I didn't have no insurance or nothing. I didn't get a ticket for anything. They didn't even they didn't even tell me why they initially, like, other than they stopped me for the text message, they didn't tell me why they searched my car. They said I had a gun in the car. That's why they searched it. That's why I knew not to tell a nigga I had a gun in the car. Cause I told them that time when I first got a Texas, it was a legal gun. They took that bitch out. They gonna cock that hoe, put the bullet back in it when they got done, and gave me my shit back. On some hoe shit. And they were looking for the dope. They just knew they were gonna get me. Couldn't get me, and them niggas just left. But a nigga like, in that scenario, you talking about, I'm not doing this podcast right now. If I got probably a joint, old joint in that hoe, it's a wrap. If I got an old joint in that hoe, like just like a piece of a joint, like, you know, something like this at that time.
Oh yeah, at that time, yeah.
Yeah, they're taking in anybody for that shit.
I had to.
They
I told
gonna
you I had
take
to
that
Seed,
stick.
yeah,
Like,
stem,
Yeah, they gonna
something.
treat that like Big Meech.
Right.
Who you getting your shit from? Like, nigga, I don't know. But
No matter if it was CBD.
that was the first time I went to jail. That nigga,
Right.
that like the I
Nigga
think
be smoking
Bro, and
CBD.
what's fucked up with me is like
Yeah,
the
that
most
time
trouble
you
that
were
I've
in jail.
had with cops has been like black cops, bro, and that's what like pissed me off, bro. Like the nigga that almost shot me, like, and the nigga that took me to jail the first time was fucking black cops, bro. Like,
I tell you who they ain't taking to jail though. This What's this little white boy name? I want to know his name because I want to make sure I put his little name out here for real. The dude that the Nike exec. I don't think you can say his name. I don't know if he's a minor or not, but
Nah, he 19.
oh well, then, yeah. Let's get that right going. I'll make sure I'm saying the right shit.
Bro, that fucking Captain Morgan, my nigga. Shit, right?
Her name was Ann Herbert. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She was the
Did his name start with a J?
vice president. Yeah, his name is Joe Herbert.
Yep.
That's his name. I want to make sure I get him
I
right.
was supposed to say Joel. I don't
You
know
know
why.
what I Well, no, I'm just saying my son out here doing it reckless. Like a nigga be looking for the dope. Like that's what they stopped me for. But my nigga doing way more numbers. And let's get it straight. The police be so hype on all these niggas that's selling drugs and shit because they be envious of these niggas' lives. You see what I'm saying? You they hate when they looking at a nigga that's making more money than them that they look down on. That's why they be so dedicated to it. I'm gonna just keep it a beat. They hate it when they looking at it. You see what I'm saying? You out here driving Jaguar, and I'm out here gotta go to work every day, and I'm looking at you, and I don't even think that much of you in the first place. I don't respect you in the first place, and I gotta look at you buying the shit I can't buy. You paying for shit I can't get. I gotta pay child support. I got a daughter and I got a son and I got bills and all this, and you out here balling and throwing money at the strip club and I gotta fucking go to work.
Or I gotta sit outside the strip club and
watch you living the life.
Yeah.
You got all these chicks and shit.
I'm the security for the night while I'm off duty.
And I can get you up out of here. Ultimate gratification. I'm getting you up out of here. They talking about justice. When most of the people in jail ain't even for violent crimes.
You know, Amber Geiger is fucking up for the appeal.
Of course she up for the appeal. They got that boy up out of there. I already told people, man, I've been said this. I don't remember if I said it on a podcast or not. I may have. But I think we did talk about that. But when they got that key witness up out of there, who is gonna stop the appeal?
Cause that's the type of shit that we talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the mafia.
Y'all
That's a
niggas out
mafia
here
type
playing
of
it
move.
safe.
You can't play it safe, man. You gotta play it dangerous.
Yep.
YG style.
Stay dangerous,
bro. You
Jinx.
can't play it safe. You feel me? Oh
Shot.
yeah, we could do a shot on that one.
Oh no, you nigga. Shot.
I know. I knocked on wood. He ain't knock on wood. In my hood, you gotta knock on wood.
You rolled 3 dice or 2? I was trying to see what rules you play by. Like.
2. But knock on wood when you jinx. You gotta knock on wood first.
Never heard that.
Yeah, I never heard that either.
You gotta knock on wood first.
Google.
Yeah, but they-
Let me Google this shit, bro.
Wood.
Yeah, when you knock on wood, it make the other 2 niggas that sitting with you take shots, and not you.
Nah, well I'm just saying anything like when it comes to the jinx, it ain't just you say jinx, you knock on wood. You gotta knock on wood. Whoever knock on wood first, that's who got the jinx off. You talk about superstitious shit, then y'all want to act suspicious of a nigga having.
I just never heard that before.
Right now, y'all want to be suspicious, and we talking about superstition. I ain't that very superstitious. Writings on
It just says that knocking on wood is the most common superstition.
Where we from, we knock on wood.
That doesn't apply to this.
It don't have.
Yes, it does. If you jinx, you knock on wood. Jinx,
Yo.
knock on wood.
Oh yeah, it does. In this one right here, it does
Right.
say to reverse
Nigga,
a
what
jinx. Yeah.
You gotta knock on wood, nigga. That's the rules. You niggas out here still having the jinx on y'all and don't even know it. Cause y'all said jinx and that's all y'all said. You gotta knock on wood.
Nobody else followed up with that. You the first person I've ever
Yeah.
encountered that.
You
ever
need to knock
followed
on the
up.
wood or you gonna fucking still have the jinx.
I never said jinx.
Yeah, you gotta get your wood off. Yeah, you gotta knock on the wood. That nigga trying to tell me I know what I'm talking about. Look, man, one thing y'all gonna learn on this podcast is gonna be documented that I'm usually right about what I'm talking about. I don't mean I'm always right in a scenario, but at least I don't open my mouth if I don't know what I'm talking about. Is what you gonna learn. You gotta knock on wood, bro. You gotta knock on wood. If you don't get the jinx off. Just like if a nigga sweep you on the back, what you supposed to do?
What?
What?
I'm not sweep you on the back, but they sweep your foot. What you supposed to do?
Hit their ass in the chest?
Nope. You gotta tap them on the shoulder 3 times.
What?
Or you could throw some salt over your shoulder if you sweep your foot.
What?
Y'all ain't into this for real then. Y'all ain't living this superstitious life.
Nigga, we play open chess.
I'm open.
Yeah. Wall ball.
Right.
I've done all of that. I do all of that. And I still can have a knowledge of the other stuff. I'm just trying to celebrate our heritage. See, the white man brought you over here and made you think voodoo was some scary shit. Let me see that right there.
Voodoo or voodoo?
Voodoo. The bottle. Can you pass me
The
that bottle?
ref says, put your arm right there again, bro. Like,
Bro, are you going?
Where the chains? Nope.
This is it for me. Look at my mic, man. I got to.
He put the table there on purpose.
Right.
Thank you, man. That's all I asked for, man. My man really be acting like he doing the most.
He's like,
just slide me the bottle, bro. I ain't asked him to do much.
just right there.
I ain't asked him to pour me no drink or nothing. I just said, man, can you just you see how much effort he had to put into doing what he did for me that made a total difference? Thank you, man. Asshole. What was we talking about? Joe Herbert, man. Asshole.
Using the company card.
Oh,
Purchasing.
yeah, no, my boy was doing it larger than large. This is just another in the long line of scandals. Of things that I like to laugh in the face of people when they talk about the pull it up by your bootstraps whole argument, self-made, all of that. Like, you know what I mean? I got 19 committing company espionage for a company he don't even work for because his mom is a part of it, to the point that she was obviously immediately talked to and resigned to have dignity versus getting fired.
yep.
Just off of the situation, because that was clearly going to be the next step by Nike from a situation like this. But she committing company espionage along with her son, where they trying to act like she didn't know he's spending $100,000 in buying, different stuff off of her credit card and stuff like this, or she didn't know, that he was selling shoes in the way that he was selling them, or something like that, where he got shit like this going on.
Oh yeah, he got like mad pictures to where it's just like
This is ultra documented. Of course, he got a YouTube. Remember, like I'm telling you, bro, this shit taller than he is. The shit he got.
I seen another one where it was like the black and red boxes, and fucking
It was on that deck. Right. This is all different shit, bro. Like this type of shit. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, man. Like,
and I heard he bought like a bulk of Yeezys too.
Yep. We talking about.
So like he getting Adidas as well, like.
And he selling them?
Yeah, because like you got like he in position to where he can.
Right.
Your mom know everything that's going on, bro. Like, look at that shit right there. Like,
These is rare.
I thought I was
collectible shoes, and look how many pair he got.
I thought it was a possibility that I could be a sneakerhead, but like this let me know that I don't never try to get the tickets. Like, I don't never try to like niggas that actually love shoes are mad as fuck right now.
Well, see, a nigga gotta understand that nigga looking at this, but they don't look at it in the same way. And this is what I always say, because with the media, like, right. So if this was weed, if this picture was weed or guns or something like that,
if it was a paintings or some shit that's like 1 in 100 or like 1 in 50 or like.
Well, no, I'm just talking about if the bulk size of that was even if you say half of that was just a weed picture, they would have been plastering that all over the media, in this monumental crime.
Yeah, shoe
where
wise.
they're getting where they get into some drug dealer that had 100 pounds of marijuana.
She was. If you
off
take
the
where the
street.
person is to that back corner on the right hand side, right there, like
Make sure you put this up so they can see exactly.
that'll get a nigga right.
Right. You see what I'm saying? If you talking about now, that's these numbers.
You gotta
is,
send me the screenshot, or
I'm gonna do that. These is life changing numbers.
send me the link and I can download the.
These is life changing numbers. You know.
Cause those might be like either all of those type of shoes that was made, or like a good percentage of them.
No, it's definitely. But this nigga moving weight. If you talking about numbers of, and you talking about
pure
dealing in right.
Pablo Escobar.
Right, you feel me?
know what I'm
Until we
saying?
talking about dealing in having this many rare
shoes, like
in a world of a multi-billion-dollar industry where a shoe that drop that's $100 on the release day drop
them hoes
and
not
because
$100.
well, no, I'm just saying, or you dropping is $200 on the release day, and then you look up and you throw them on eBay and you selling them for $1,500, or you talking about like how he had the friend that bought the
Depending on how
garage
many is made
for
and how many is
$75 that had 3 pair of the Marty McFly Nike joints in there. These is $10,000 shoes. He said he bought. That's how he came up on them.
the ones that could like tie themselves.
Right.
The self lace and light up joints.
Right.
That's the Marty McFly
Right.
boys.
Back to the Future.
Right. He had 3 pair of them that he just happened to buy from a homie that had a garage that he bought for $75. That's the type of luck he was having. And come to find out, your mama is the vice president of not a division. She is the head of all North American operations and Nike app sneakers.
Hey,
She's over
while niggas is
all
waiting
of
in line at this store for the shoe, if you tell niggas that, like, bro,
and he is getting
that shit is
company understanding, and they're saying
to be
say
around that many
she's
pairs of
right,
that
they're,
shoe.
They're trying to say she wasn't involved. Man, cut the fuck out.
Yeah,
She didn't know. Man, I believe she was giving this nigga the info.
yeah.
Like on
She's
some-
stupid for letting that nigga use the card.
That's where they fucked up. But you gotta understand, that's where they always.
That's where the reporter did his job, and he
Right. If a nigga missed that,
he
right
wasn't
there,
even investigating that shit. He was just, hey, you pretty successful at selling shoes like
Right.
this, like, how are you doing it, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
and all this shit. And then when they do it and they work, like, oh, shit, nigga, you
Right.
don't use your mom card to.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They coming up with some other knowledge. But that's what I'm saying. So if he don't use that card, if he figure out a way to do whatever he did and he do it cash, this ain't even.
That's probably why he got the
story.
Yeezys, because it's a different brand.
It's just another.
Yeah,
you see what
I'm
saying?
just living my life and I'm getting shoes, like.
You feel me? So, but again, my guy getting $100,000 a month. That was just off the.
That was just off that. He
That
got a
was off the
store,
market,
nigga.
right? He
Like,
got a whole store. He's selling shit, celebrity, of course, pairs and all this. Yeezys, talking $2,000 shoes, and you got stacked to the ceiling. I showed you stacked all around him. That nigga had one picture on the deck, bro. That one. This is on the deck of the house. This is the back of their house. How you not know what's going on? Well, I told you about 2-3 times tall as he was. That nigga had shoes stacked the fuck up all around. That's just one of the places.
Yeah.
The warehouse.
and this
The other
nigga's
shit.
fighting, you know what I'm saying? Killing
One pair.
each other.
This nigga's dying
for-
over shoes, and this nigga got that many pairs.
Niggas
of-
know that you die for J's, bro.
Like this
man,
nigga could not wear all the shoes he got in a lifetime. He could not take the days out the month and wear them shoes each time a day and live long enough to wear every pair of them shoes that he owned, probably. Type of shit. And you got niggas going to jail for weed. This nigga got, boy, that's well over $1 million in shoes right there. Well, Rollo Famgoon been in jail for the longest over $1 million in weed.
Mm-hmm. He tried to do it twice, though, bro.
I mean,
the first time you.
he got
Yeah. All right.
Allegedly, man. Allegedly.
Allegedly, like, we not snitching. He's still in jail. Like.
Allegedly, this is what happened. I don't believe in it. Shout out to Rollo Fam Goon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole.
I mean, I don't believe in it either, but.
Shout out to the whole Fam Goon clique. Fam Goon. You know what I mean?
If
Shout
he
out
innocent, he innocent. If he not, then-
He innocent, man. He's an innocent man.
I mean, it's always
Look,
free.
man, he innocent, bro. Look, he innocent because you could buy weed at the Capitol. And what you charging for $1 million in weed, you could buy weed literally near the White House. There's a million white moms that is showing you weed shows on YouTube and all these television shows nowadays.
Right now.
Most expensivest, and all of these shows where weed is
This
a
ain't-
custom
I'm
commodity.
about to.
Quit acting like this nigga's some type of predator on the like, you know what I'm saying? Like a nigga dealing in weed. Like, even if he did catch him, what the fuck? Niggas is really wilding right now.
Hey, if the rule is this, I'm playing.
man,
I'm
I
moving a
understand
certain
that.
way
I
until-
understand, but one, I mean,
You give me
I
once,
never get agreement
I
on
bet
this.
you not gonna.
But the rules,
The
be
counteract
stupid.
is
the rules be
it's-
stupid from how
you're
they
not gonna get
regulate.
me the same way,
You got state law and federal
allegedly or not. Like, oh, you got me like this.
law. Like
bet.
you can have a situation where you
I can adapt and I can adjust, and it's a whole different ball game. You're not gonna get me the same way twice this soon. Never, nigga. Like, no.
I ain't saying what a nigga
Allegedly
did
or not, like, if you can,
I ain't saying what a nigga did or didn't do, bro.
you
I'm
might
saying-
have did it or you might not have did it.
I'm
But
saying-
you not gonna.
I'm not saying that nigga was smarter. I'm saying that the whole concept,
You could get a nigga the
even getting
benefit of
charged,
the doubt,
where
and
you
you
get
can.
charged for weed is always crazy to me. Cause you got niggas out
Yeah.
here that making
But
way more
niggas
bread
know where they at,
off
and
like-
niggas know.
Well, I'm just saying, like, whatever you say, even like the
it's
value.
enemy turf that I'm on, and I'm gonna play it how it go.
My bad.
Cock these hollow points into this black calico.
That right there is more than $1 million in shoes. Probably. And this nigga obviously was dealing in a market, a multi-billion-dollar organization or operation. But it's not looked at in that way at all, is all I'm saying.
You
Like-
gotta keep your nose clean. or it's
Like,
gonna
he
get
probably
wiped.
ain't even in jail right now. Like, he been bonded out. He going to, you know what I mean, whatever the fuck. You know? And that's
Natural
fine.
selection.
This nigga funny.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, you, when you know the rules of what you playing in, bro. You.
Oh, no,
you
nigga
gotta move
definitely
a certain
made
way.
some,
It's not a 19-year-old. It's not up to him for that shit to go down. That's why his mom got to resign. Because if you handed him the car at any point and it's a charge on there, whether you handed it to him or not, like, you know what this nigga doing because this your son. Like, if he got a story, he got exclusive kicks, like, to protect yourself, you would have to ask the question of,
definitely.
even if he didn't use the card at any point, like, how are you getting this shit just to protect yourself? Like, you got to move a certain way. You got to be able to be on your P's and Q's. That's why I feel like she knew exactly what was going on. But
Bro, that dude had $100,000 bill on a credit card. You get a monthly statement. You gonna know if it's $100,000 missing.
especially
Even,
Nike.
I don't give a fuck what your balance was supposed to be. Everybody know what their balance is primarily on their
If the
primary
reporter didn't
card.
catch him, Nike was gonna
Now,
catch him.
now from a rich nigga standpoint, yeah, you got multiple accounts, but they don't deal in all of them accounts. Everybody got some primary accounts that you gonna use. Like, nigga, a rich nigga probably got 15 bank accounts on some, you know, just dividing their money and assets at different setups. But they gonna have a primary account. They don't have 15 cards in their fucking wallet at all. You see what I'm saying? Now they got.
But when
access
you're using
to
a
it.
corporate card, it's a whole different.
Right, that's what I'm
like-
saying. But you're using that corporate card, so you gotta know. Like the nigga either was stealing. You got to say the nigga was stealing your
why
card.
isn't accounting taking account of this?
But the other part
It's
is
Nike.
right.
They not gonna find that shit until a couple of years down the line when they like, why come we 0.3% off, some shit.
Cause that's a way that company like she's the VP, but she's the VP.
That's a couple years
North
from now
America.
when they got to do like some tax shit or.
Nike is an intercontinental company that has dealings in all parts of all lands. Basically.
Yeah, if they didn't get caught now on their own fuck up, in like a couple years they was gonna get.
Right, they were gonna get accounted for, but it wouldn't have been a public scandal.
Yeah,
and that
it would have been
made
some
it
shit they
different.
swept under the rug.
It would have made it different.
Y'all
'Cause
got
it wouldn't
caught
have
by a
been-
reporter, so of
Right.
course he gonna try to make.
and he gonna blow it up, and they gonna make it a big thing. But it wouldn't have been. That's what I'm saying. It would have been some shit where, I mean, at this time, by this time, he don't need to get the shoes. Like this is just some shit he can do. It's the same thing. Like I say, it's just like a drug dealing scheme. I mean, it's the same exact thing. By the time the feds always hit a nigga, they didn't like need the shit they was doing. They doing it just because they can. At that point, they done already made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
It was niggas that was making millions of dollars a day that could have stopped a
You feel
long
me?
time ago.
Like, and they could have never got jammed up.
And they could have never even got looked at.
Because they would have never met this other nigga that they did some other shit, that led down the chain. Because they already had, but niggas always, and it always be the same. You know, nigga always say they starting off just to do it, just to get on their shit, and then they always forget that.
Yep.
And then, boom. Now they driving up in Maseratis with 35s on.
I've been seeing a lot of
Like, nigga,
Maseratis
what the
and
fuck?
Bentleys lately.
Right, like, you feel me? Like, yep. And it's like, okay, congratulations, but if you still doing that shit, again, it go back to those hating ass police. Now they looking at you like, nigga in a Bentley, and you're nothing. You're a nobody. You're a drug dealer.
Yep.
You're scum of the earth. And you're out here in a Bentley. Well, I gotta drive around in this piece of shit Corolla, Camry.
The coolest car that they get to drive is the police car.
Right, you know. Now, don't get me wrong. That ain't every police, and I ain't saying like it is.
Some of.
I'm saying some of them just to be clear. You know what I mean? But you know, those
I mean, if
guys,
you're a police officer, like
no, it's been documented. You know, in history. You know what I mean? With all the cases, the police that venture over to the other side, cause they want that life. They see, like, you could say what you want, but when you a police officer, you driving around giving out niggas tickets, and it's a nigga that's on a yacht, and it's like, I could be a nigga on a yacht. Like, this nigga paying me what, $10,000 a month for some information or whatever before they dropping off, cause they the mafia and this, that, and the third. 5,000, whatever the fuck it is, but it add up, and that's how I got that new boat. And I moved my family from such and such and such and such. It don't add up, and it add up on the taxes because I got a raise, and it's not that much more because I'm not getting paid like crazy, but it's a way different living. Now I can afford that vacation for real, and it ain't a problem. It ain't stretching. It ain't afterthought. Yeah, it's a lot of they envy that shit, bro. That's the truth. They envy that shit, man. You looking at a nigga, like I say, he throwing your salary, your month worth of salary, in the club on some strippers' buttholes. While you gotta go write tickets at the mall.
or stand outside and wait for a nigga to fight so you can break it up.
You feel me?
Because you are off-duty cop and you the security at the strip
You
club.
feel me? And you looking at these niggas.
You can't even see the bitches naked because you outside with the barbecue, man.
They pulling up in the cars you love with the women that you want to be with, doing the shit you wish you could do, and you can stop that.
I didn't want to get that specific.
You a hater, you know. That's what it. That's
I'm
a
not a
driving
hater.
force. No, not you. I'm talking about them.
Oh,
You a
yeah.
hater. That's a driving force. Make no mistake. You a hater. So you talk about Law and Order. Them niggas gonna be talking about Law and Order, man. Them niggas gonna be acting like that. That shit's all for the theatrics of movies and shit.
Yep.
Niggas be a bunch of hate niggas that they got. I'm saying deep down, cause it's been shown. As soon as they get the opportunity, they do it. Like you know what I mean. As soon as they get the opportunity, It could be just taking some money that was at a crime scene that nobody knew about because it wasn't accounted for because you reporting it, and they'll take or they take some drugs, or they resell them, or they go sell them for $500 when it's worth $1,000. So it's a quick sale.
It's all profit.
They do it all the time.
You remember that one time we was passing out flyers?
Off division?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. Like, that was.
What do you mean? Passing out flyers off the
So, when I was the manager at fucking this wing place, when I got out of high school, like, he worked there for a little bit.
One day.
One day. But
One day.
you still came out and passed out, like,
Oh,
the
yeah,
flyers
yeah,
with us,
yeah.
like, later on.
Right.
So, we on division, right? And, you know, like, the
Right.
Arlington police station is, like, right there.
Mm-hmm.
We passing out flyers, putting them up on businesses and like homes and shit in the area, and we like see like some random shit, and we take off running after we see the shit, bro. Like full like
What's the random shit? Nah, nigga.
it was like an exchange, like
Of what?
I don't know, but
It was an exchange of like cash and drugs, or exchange of like body parts. What was it exchange of?
there was an exchange that we probably shouldn't have seen. We
I'm saying-
just started like chopping.
Oh, you don't want to testify?
I complete the fifth, nigga.
I mean, I'm
I
just
invoked
asking.
the fifth.
I'm asking. Well, I'm scared. I'm saying, what was the? You can't leave the people out like that. I'm saying, what was the?
Fuck, we can.
Then what we talking about it for? You know.
What's the Twitter topic? We don't have to get there.
We ain't
but
got
I just
there
want to
yet.
know what you said. What's the
Pick it up
exact words that you had for the preview?
Dominion of the public opinion.
And I don't want to dip into that. So, you're not going to draw me into it. There was an exchange that me and him felt was inappropriate, so we took off a whole different way when some
And it was
niggas looked
an
at us.
exchange
Yeah.
Of body parts.
Right.
I got it.
Nah.
Y'all I witnessed some prostitution. Y'all witnessed two males prostitute.
I don't
A
know.
lot of things that we witnessed during those times. You just kind of.
Y'all witnessed two gang members that was prostitute.
I don't know. It was far from that.
It was two crackheads that was
Oh,
prostitute.
that was even lower, my nigga.
That's a common thing.
Yeah.
In some areas.
Nigga, this shit right here.
It was a
You
police
can
and a
keep
crackhead.
guessing and you can
He ain't
keep
gonna
doing
hit it.
all that, but I'm not gonna.
It was Beyonce and a police.
And cracked his windshield too.
I don't see it.
It's recording.
Yeah.
How you know?
The red light right there. Off to your right.
Yeah. So I'm sitting on the inside of the car, right? And
Oh, you were inside, right?
Yeah.
I was outside in
me
front
and
of the house.
Rodeo came from like some type of practice, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and we was coming to your house to chill before you went to work.
Mm-hmm.
And that nigga Marquise would not get out the street.
Nope.
So Giorgio was like, "Hey, bro, if you don't move, I'm gonna run you over." And that nigga didn't move.
He was like, "Go ahead,
So-
whatever."
He hit the gas, and that nigga went through the windshield. That nigga face, he was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then he kept going. Like he was just like,
He
"Fuck
was
it."
like, "Fuck it."
Right.
And
That
so,
nigga done fell off the car and everything, bro.
so it's just something that just happened. It was no more to that. It just went.
That's how shit went.
That's crazy.
That's how things
Hey,
happen.
if I tell you, like, I'm gonna do this, and you, I'm gonna fuck you up if you keep fucking with me, bro. Like,
I mean, I ain't gonna let you play with me. You got one
that's all
time
we
to
can tell
play.
you, hey, I'm gonna, if you keep fucking with me, bro, like, or if you don't do this, like, you have to respect everybody's, like,
No, you definitely do. That's the main thing. You got.
and I think we learned that with each other too, cause like we definitely like pushed each other limits. Like me and Trey had beef like in like 7th or 8th grade. Like
Right.
we kind of understood what niggas would accept
What's
and niggas
beef?
wouldn't accept. Like
Right.
within us, cause like we kind of like push each other shit like, oh, you bro, like, and we'd tell each other like to this day like, hey bro, like that shit ain't like the way Smokey can like talk where we had like that conversation in the group chat about the fucking. I'm not gonna say it on here. But
You talking about the TV? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
JJ. Just to be clear, I want to make sure we on the same side. TV, I don't know that.
if Smokey was here, he would probably coast.
Right.
That's why y'all two niggas is bad in the same place, bro. Cause like if y'all really get each other going, like,
Oh my God. Good God.
cause when he was like, "Say what?" and I was like,
I was like, I was thinking when I saw it, I was like, he don't know. What? I was like, okay, let me get back on this road. Because I was like, and I came back to the text later on. I was like,
We'll hit that Gorilla Group number 4. You never got a chance to try. You son of a bitch.
he's like, nigga, don't pass me hand to hand. Put that bitch in the holder. Fuck I look like.
You son of a bitch. My nigga said.
It's like, I'm too good for that, man.
What is this you do?
Right.
What is this you do? What is this? What is this you do? You do right. What is this? How do you do this? What is this you? What do you call this? Is this
He's like, I used to do that back when I was
Is this
younger. I don't know what that is now.
is this a custom of
That,
your country?
that's like 2004 or 5 shit.
Where you're from?
Right.
Is this a custom? I don't understand what you're doing.
I don't see how niggas still smoke blunts, bro. Or,
Oh no, you know that shit don't even be. Hell no. No, it's all about the big dollar. Shout out to Raw. You know what I mean? You know, especially on the CBD.
I just don't get it. I mean, back in the day, okay, but if you smoking, like, why do you want to cover up the weed with a blunt?
Well, you know they be getting, cause you know
Like
they
it's
got
like a thick
they be saying,
paper.
like,
And
you know it lasts longer, but you know they got like
it don't.
they got hemp rolls now. Like
I've seen those.
Like if
Yeah.
I'm in a group, I might buy like some hemp wraps. That's just cause you know some people don't know how to smoke papers and they be to bunch of shit up.
Or they run that bitch
Right,
like a hoe.
right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right,
you
right,
like if you
right.
don't fucking chill the fuck,
Right,
you know what?
I mean? And
You
then be to
skip.
fuck your shit up.
Jinx.
You done fucked up now.
See, that's how I go though. See how it work?
Now he's fucked. He's like,
He's like, damn it.
I gave y'all purpose though. You see how it worked though? It felt. See, it made sense now, didn't it? It actually makes sense why you would say out loud.
Yeah, when he knocked after me, I was like, oh shit, like it's still game
yeah.
going.
I ain't playing.
You motherfuckers. I should have
Like,
let
damn,
you
we still gotta
niggas-
do something after that. I gotta be on my P's and Q's from now on, cause this might be some shit that.
You motherfuckers. I shouldn't have told you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you fucked up now. You done set it in motion. It's like
now you
open,
gotta take the shot, like, ugh.
it's like open chess back in the day. You ever
Yep.
play open chess?
Or letter B.
Ooh.
Oh,
Or slug bug?
I might have went too far with
You
that one.
motherfuckers.
Never?
They should have never gave you.
You never
niggas-
play letter B?
Nah.
Anything that you say would it be?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo.
No. We played. I think it was strawberry. Anything you say with an S, and it was
What game was that?
we played like left hand give it up, right
Like, that
hand
was
give
like
it
a
up,
side, like.
left hand give it up. Like anything being your left hand, if you playing a game, left hand give it up,
Oh.
and you have to pass it to your.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to get that. But then I have to be like cautious because then I might have some valuable shit.
Right.
My left hand give it up. A nigga might hit you with that bitch when you can't do nothing about it. You might be holding some shit
Yeah.
that you want to left hand give it up. Nigga got your game for today. Nigga play like if you really playing the game, left hand give it up. Right hand give it up. You know what you saying?
Oh.
Yep. Might have
just
some
used to
Pokemon
just
cards.
Fucking two-piece
might
people
have
in
it,
their chest.
Pokemon cards.
Oh, my
I
God.
wish I would have got in.
Nigga might have had a holographic Charizard.
Oh, that bitch
Left
is
hand
worse
give
than
it
shit.
up.
That Raichu and
They
all
gotta
them
make-
motherfuckers.
They gotta
Yeah.
make decisions.
That's the
now
thing
if
that I
you
wish I
don't
would have
give it
got
up,
in.
You know what that
Like,
come with, right?
that shit like
Shit
art,
made fun
bro.
of hard
That shit
in
like
grade.
art, my nigga. Like Pokemon cards, like.
Hard.
I mean, shit. You know, Pokemon was cool.
Before Pokemon, there was green eggs and ham.
Oh, Sam I am.
Sam, I am.
One fish, two fish.
But, you
Three
know,
fish,
we
blue
talking
fish.
About animated shit, you know. You know, you got Dr. Seuss.
What else that nigga had, bro? He had a.
He
You
said,
know, they
what's
said,
the
they
Cat in the Hat?
portrayed. They said Dr.
Cat in
Seuss.
the
They
Hat,
got 6
fucking-
books they won't publish because they portray people in
Racial.
a harmful,
I saw
hurtful,
some of the
or wrongful way.
sketches and like stories of his that were not a part of like the children's series.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Dr.
And
Seuss
I was like, oh
out there.
shit, like.
The same way Walt Disney was out
It was
there,
some-
like
yeah.
contrary to what people
But
understand. You know, and they still celebrate
So-
my guy Walt Disney. He got that's literally Disney World. Walt Disney, just to say it again, you know, what he was about, what he supported,
So-
from a racist standpoint.
when I first went to film school, like one of the classes was like about fucking satire, like comedy, right? So, like, that's why, like, for me, like the fucking Coming to America 2, it's not really like that bad of a film for me. I give it a 6.5, like max.
Well, I mean,
because
that'd
of that.
be like if
But-
you twisted my arm and broke me down, you know, and threatened my family, I'd say 6.5.
No, but you gave it a 6.5 and
No,
a
I
6
gave it
and
a
a 5.
5.5.
You gave
to
it
a
3
6.
different scores, and it's on film.
No, I said
But-
I gave it a 5.5 to a 6. I said I'd give it
Then
a
I raised
6.
Then
a
I raised you to
6.5.
6.5.
You
I
did
said
say
I'll give it a
6.5, bro.
6.5 because that's what he said. I said I'll give it a 6.5 if you made me. Basically, I was just saying the same thing. Like if you make me, if you just had to push me, or if I was like
So we have to
some shit that where we
drop an
we had
elbow on you, you would give the extra 0.5.
to- I get the extra 0.5.
Peoples?
If then
Rock
I mean when
bottom.
I'm saying that, I'm saying
And then the
Amazon.
peoples.
I'm saying Amazon. If Amazon was to, you know, say, yo, we want you to say some different things.
That they
6.5.
they might one day.
I get 6.5. You know, if the bag right, well, I get whatever number they want. But if they just talking about some, you know,
You wouldn't.
Oh, they can control you by money, huh?
I mean, yes, they can. Look, I am not
Already
saying
setting it in
this
motion.
this is not the most, you know.
We're gonna need you to
Wholesome.
rate this
I
a,
don't give a
a
shit.
9.8
I'm gonna always be a real nigga, and I'm gonna keep it real with you.
until the bag
And-
come to
and the bag.
That's where
come,
it's gonna fuck you up because with me with the film, like
you gonna chop it however you want.
yeah, and at
Hey,
the
that's
most
all
I'm gonna give it
good.
a 6.5, bro. Like
And
I'm not,
I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
and that's cool. But once you start doing the other shit, oh,
if you
they
break
giving
my
me the
arm,
bag. I
it's
got the Amazon Prime bag.
6.5.
He gonna have the whole fucking
Yeah.
outfit
I'ma let
on
you-
talking about something. Come buy the movie or come rent the movie.
6.5.
I'm gonna give it a.
9.7.
6.5.
I done gave it a 3.4. Like
6.5.
that's not even a real.
6.5. That's what I'm gonna give it. Yeah. I'm still a real nigga. I don't go too high. I won't give a nigga high.
Did
hopes.
y'all watch the I think it's also on
I ain't gotta
Prime.
sell my soul for the bag. I compromise a little bit.
Fucking,
6.5. We get a respectable scope.
Billie Holiday. The Billie Holiday.
No, not yet. Versus
That is a.
Nope, I haven't watched it, but I watched Holiday Heart.
the fuck is that?
I'm familiar with Billie Holiday songs, but like Holiday Heart, Ving Rhames, where he was the transsexual.
They gonna catch the.
Fucking.
Is that where he had the wig?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that. That's old. That came out like mid '90s, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Holiday
Yeah.
Heart, you know?
I never knew the movie. The title. I just
A
remember
couple
seeing
years
it.
after it came on BET all the time.
Right.
That's how I watched
Right.
it. But,
Holiday Heart. The titles, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. I ran the zoo. If I ran the zoo. Miguel Gott's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Egg Super, and The Cat's Quizzer are the books that will not be published.
I don't remember any of those.
It's like
because
Aladdin.
of how
Take off
they
the clothes.
portray people or things like that. And
So was that some shit where it was already probably blocked and they just wanted to make notice of it? Because in school, none of those was the books. I don't remember them hoes from the book
well,
fair.
they probably wasn't. Even
I don't remember them
just-
hoes from my kids' book fair. Like,
They wasn't. They probably wasn't.
and my kids are like
popular
13 to 6 right now. So
You
like,
know, from an author standpoint, Dr. Seuss, he probably made X amount of books. And
He
those
died in
just
the
wasn't
90s,
the
so,
most popular
like-
books. But for a collector, those books would also be sought after.
like the Mormon
And the only
shit.
thing they
Yeah.
did right now is just made them more sought after.
Right.
Because now, if you actually have a copy,
Yeah.
you have a discontinued.
If you actually live that
product.
lifestyle, like you might pay some extra bread to.
and you got a discontinued product now. You got a original
just because it's
copy.
an article that they banned in
Right.
schools.
Right. So
like
you got an
the-
original copy of a Dr. Seuss that they won't make no more now.
Y'all have heard about the Peter Pan one, right?
No.
Well, in the book, it talks about selling or buying children. You know what I'm saying? And I'll purchase this little
See, this
boy.
is why I don't fuck with this shit though.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And that's still to this day.
I don't fuck with this shit from that standpoint of how they doing it, picking and choosing.
Mhm.
Now, don't get me wrong. Human trafficking.
That's like the origin of Peter Pan, like not what
It's in the
we
book.
see or like.
right,
it's in
it's
the
the
book.
original book.
Right.
That's how the book
talks,
was.
Yeah, it talks about it. In fact,
Now, human
Smokey had sent me
trafficking
the
is
picture,
definitely
like, some
something
months
that
back.
goes on that I've talked about on
Because
this.
like the Peter Pan that they show in the movie is like a group of kids that like go off
Right,
on their
right,
own
right,
and
right,
they
right,
do
right,
their own
right,
thing
right.
and they forever young and
right. That's not how it really went
Yeah.
as far as the book.
Right.
And
Because
don't
the
get me
latest
wrong.
Peter Pan, they had like a black Peter Pan where like
Right.
he was the leader and like fucking. It wasn't like no Tinkerbell or no shit like that. It was just like the Lost Boys, and they was just like young forever, and
Right.
they went up against the old people, but it was really them
Right.
when they was older
Right.
type shit.
On some crazy shit. No, this is what I'm saying. This is how these books get trippy and shit. I'm saying if we gonna start policing novels that have been around and stuff like that, I'm not saying you can or you can't. I'm just saying that why do y'all stop at police and stuff like that? Why we don't start? Why we don't go back to Andrew Jefferson, and how he, was raping these slaves, and why we don't go to, all of these times in the 40s and 50s.
What's the name of that shit?
Where you know what I mean, where all these crimes was committed against black people, and all these women was raped, and nobody was talking about it, and what's up? If we gonna start doing it like that, then let's go do it all the way like that. Don't pick and choose, that's what makes me upset with it, cause it's like it's
So-
controversial shit, or in my opinion, the stupidest shit. Just keeping it a bean, cause they got some shit now, man, with this cartoon Pepe Le Pew, bro, where they talking about how, you know, he basically is supportive of rape culture. His character in the Looney Tunes or whatever the fuck he was in, some little character, you know, and
I can see
they was chasing some cat, you know. If that's the case, Tom and Jerry is about gang violence. What the fuck? What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? For real, what are we doing?
I mean, I don't really see like
Johnny Bravo is rape. Johnny Bravo is rape culture. Hell, Eddie, what is this? That's a gang
That
activity.
nigga say Johnny Bravo. That nigga.
Right. That's rape. That's gang activity. Eddie and Eddie.
Come here, baby.
That's right. Right. Eddie and Eddie.
whatever
That's
he
gang
used to say
activity,
about
right? Courage the Cowardly Dog. What is that? Right. Fucking Dexter's Laboratory. What is that? Silver Rivalry. What are we?
That dude from
You feel me? Like what the fuck? What are we doing? Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew supports rape culture. The character on the thing that was chasing the cat that he thought was a skunk that he didn't know wasn't a skunk, that was a cat that didn't know that he wasn't a skunk until she got up on him and then she realized he wasn't a skunk, but he didn't know that she was. What the fuck are we doing? Is that what we doing right now?
I mean, that's pretty much what we doing right now because you don't really know what.
What are we doing right now? For real, I'm saying as a people, what are we doing?
They was probably letting you know back then that you didn't know what you was doing right now. Like right now, like you could do some regular shit and it could be some shit that you.
Well, let me give you an example. There's some dolls that they have out.
No, a nigga know what
Yeah.
rape culture is. Rape culture is anything that is oppressive or offensive to anyone.
Paper Le Pew was kind of aggressive, bro.
Huh? No, he was right as a character on a cartoon from the '60s, right, or the '70s. All right.
I mean, even
if
back
we gonna
then,
go back to all of the
he gonna be
atrocities
aggressive
from
back
the
then,
'60s and '70s,
He would be aggressive now, but like back then.
But if
that's
you gonna
probably
go
what-
back to the atrocities from the '60s and '70s, then let's fucking go back to all the atrocities of the fucking '60s and '70s. How you gonna pick Pepe Le Pew out of all this shit you wanna do? It's a cartoon.
Yeah,
There was some real shit that happened. There are people that should have been tried for crimes that wasn't. That's judges and lawyers that put people in jail that's been in jail for 40 and 50 years that you come to find out been in jail because they was accused of stealing a fucking handkerchief or a fucking yo-yo or some shit like that. And then you sit up here
I
talking
don't
about
necessarily
a fucking cartoon.
affiliate him with like rape. I just affiliate him a nigga that maybe tried to.
There's
like,
niggas that's been
impress
accused of rape
too
that's
hard.
been in jail.
Like he tried to smell good and do like the spray shit. Like that's like a nigga trying to have like chains and money and fucking.
I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying Pepe Le Pew is literally a figment of someone's imagination put on paper.
But I
That is
don't
a
know where he
cartoon.
took it to
There
rape,
is
though.
real shit that has happened in those times. There's people that should have got charged for rape that didn't. There's people that didn't get charged for rape that should have.
But
You know
what
I
did
mean?
he do that- I
there's
don't
people
remember anything
that got
that he
charged for
did
rape that shouldn't
that
have.
tried to make it seem like it was rape, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like for me, Pepe Le Pew was a nigga that tried too hard.
Man,
to
I'm saying what
get a female.
I'm saying what the article said.
But what I'm trying to figure out is what sense is the article trying to make? Because from what I
Because
can
he
see,
was
like a nigga
kissing
spraying
on her.
on the extra spray, like.
Well, he run up on her, he'll kiss on her. He used to grab her up.
I don't remember that nigga connecting with anything or like.
No, he'll grab her
Oh.
and be like, "My Cherie."
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Oh my goodness, you're so fine.
Cause he would kind of like dance with him, like. He trying too hard, bro. Like he put in that effort. I see what you're saying. Like,
But I mean, it's a cartoon, fam. Like,
but I really.
and it's not a cartoon from something that was You know what I mean? It'd be different if you're talking about Pepe Le Pew being introduced in a culture like you talk about a cartoon from the
Yeah,
60s.
he not getting no remakes at all
Right,
now.
it ain't like he getting no remakes in the first place. It's a cartoon from an olden time. Looney Tunes ain't getting no remake.
I mean, Tom and Jerry just came out 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Tom and
if they
Jerry
wanna
is
cut the
more
check-
popular, but they promote violence. If
That's the most
case.
ultimate like
They promoting violence if that's the case.
ops.
That's what I'm saying. If that's the case, they promote violence. They promoting domestic violence if that's the case.
You gotta watch the movie to see. But I'm pretty sure that shit is some fucked up shit. But like, so I watched some
Tom
shit.
and Jerry promotes rape violence if that's what you're talking about.
Them niggas was just beating the shit out of each other.
Right, that's domestic violence. Literally domestic violence. It's at-home violence. They was promoting domestic violence if that's the case. There's no point in watching Tom and Jerry. There's no point in watching this movie that's about to come out if that's the case. They're promoting domestic violence.
Oh, she was asleep.
Right. And then she tries to get away, and he still steady kissing on her.
She rubbing her eyes and shit. She like, oh shit, nigga, like, what the fuck is going on?
We talking about
That nigga hit
a
her with
cartoon.
the Bill Cosby.
Man, I know
right.
you niggas ain't. I know you niggas ain't. I know you ain't doing this.
No, I'm just saying.
I
I'm just
never was
showing
a
what it
Pepe Le
is.
Pew,
I'm
like-
just showing what
I
they're
know
talking
this-
about.
No, I know. I already knew what they was
Right.
talking about. I used to watch the Looney Tunes. I ain't never ran up on no chick and kissed on her. Ain't no chick gonna lie and tell you that. They can't even give you a scenario where that's ever happened.
Do you remember Aladdin?
Yeah.
Do you remember when they had that scene where he's talking to her outside of the palace on the magic carpet, and then you can hear the take off your clothes?
But do you know how many shows
I don't know if I'm gonna.
you can pick?
You
That's
remember
like
that?
the Tupac shit where they be like 7 days. Like,
You know
No,
how
no,
many
I'm saying
shows you
that.
can
No, but
pick
they had to
through?
remake it. Same thing with Little Mermaid.
You know how many shows you can pick through like that though?
Yeah, there's a lot. So then
I
that
mean,
would,
not just
so then that would,
cartoons,
so
like-
then that would be the creator
Like,
or the
I'm
artist,
just saying,
right?
like, but I'm just my whole point being because I don't like this shit from a standpoint of if y'all gonna go back in time and pick and choose shit, why y'all never go back in time and pick and choose some injustice shit? That's my point. Like
seen
y'all
some
talking
shit on
about
AB
cartoons,
on ABC.
cartoons. There's niggas that got hanged
Yeah, so I
No,
seen
I
some
agree.
shit
just a
on.
couple of weeks ago.
So I
I
saw some
agree.
shit on ABC. They got like a mini series going
Hanged.
called Soul of a Nation.
Hung. They
where
got
it's, like,
hung.
about black people.
Maybe I'm
like-
not being clear. These motherfuckers got hung in 2000 and teens. Teens. It's people that got hung. Just like in the 60s when these cartoons was out. What is we talking about? What are we debating over? For real, for real. That's my point.
So because it's a cartoon, then it's not.
It's not
real.
a real thing. It doesn't really.
But
you
who-
could just
but
stop
who-
showing it.
Right, but somebody had to create.
But I'm
the
saying
cartoon,
the
though.
concern of the
No,
public.
I understand.
For you to be
Right.
concerned with a 1960, 70-year-old cartoon that was originated, I'm telling you when the character was originated, Pepe Le Pew,
Right.
versus some shit from the 1960s that you can see happening in 2017s and
Emmett Till.
19s and so forth. What the fuck are we talking about? There's real shit
I would
happening.
just say, just bringing up the situation.
What
that
the fuck
people-
happened to that chase
This has
boat?
always been going on. And it's always been in your face. Just not
Dubz,
understood.
what happened to that chase boat?
I don't want to put drugs up against sexual.
Well, I'm just saying, what happened to that chase boat? Let's talk about it.
But
That's
then
what I'm saying.
we
There's
did.
shit to talk about that 20 big, what? What? 20 billion?
Well, that's like the reporter in the
Yeah,
90s
like
that
the motherfucking
that found that
Phantom.
cocaine was a plane crash, and it was a CIA plane, and there was cocaine on it. And when the reporter reported about it, he ended up as a suicide, but 2 gunshots to the head though.
But this is what I'm saying.
I'm just
It's
saying,
so
that's
much shit
another
that people
example.
can be outraged about. But I'm saying the media is trying to drive a certain narrative, and you
Right.
can see it where they're driving. Versus, you know what I mean? Like it's a what I consider public opinion. I mean, dominion of the public opinion. You know what I mean? They're driving a certain narrative. They're driving it without, like I'm saying, like you picking up Dr. Seuss is an old ass book, man. Like these are books that was written during a totally different times when, a matter of fact, when Woodstock was happening and people were getting born and this, that, and the third, all the way up to publishing these things for the first time when your mama was at Freaknik and she was there shaking ass for some fucking up and coming rapper that never happened back in the day that had your black ass or had your white ass or had your whatever, because it was Freaknik. It was just a, you know what I mean, those type of things. These are the type of things that was happening. Like, motherfuckers, like the real like this is a cartoon, man. Like you could pick out a cartoon of any type of thing and pick out what you want to say was crazy about it or whatever. Like you could pick up.
So during those time frames of these injustices that were going on, right? These same people that were performing these injustices were in
You might
other
well get
places.
rid of the whole Looney Tunes.
No.
Elmer
I'm
Fudd
just
used
saying.
to hunt
I'm just
Bugs
saying.
Bunny.
I'm just saying that these
He only
same
got
people.
mad when he kissed him.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm just saying
You see what
that
I'm
these
saying?
same people.
He can slap him. He can do all
you
that
feel
other
me?
shit.
So what they promote? Peter wouldn't like that, right? The fuck is we talking about? It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Peter wouldn't like that, right? What they supposed to do? What? It's a
if
cartoon, man.
Just because it's a cartoon, it gets ruled out, though. That's all my question is.
It's just not real. If you want to go after the people or something like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Somebody had to create that cartoon.
Bro, what is
based
Pepe,
off
what is
their,
Pepe
based
like?
off
You had
their,
to look up Pepe Le Pew. You
Right.
didn't know who the fuck he was.
No,
for
I
real.
know who the fuck he
Right.
was.
Well,
I was just giving an example of what people
I'm
were
just
talking
saying,
about.
I'm saying like you can't look up Pepe Le Pew on TV. It ain't like he don't know goddamn characters or nothing like that. Or nothing like that. We talking
No,
about
but there was a generation of people that already watched all that. We are one
right,
of those
but we
generations
already
that
know that, so you can't erase my memory.
no, but
And
at
it's
that
not
time,
like
though,
he's getting promoted to
but
be
at
on
that
some more
time, how
shit.
many things have you watched back then compared to watching them now? And you're like, whoa. And you'd be like, what the fuck was going on there? That is not what I depicted it to be. That's not how I looked at it.
And
at that
it's
time.
just a moment in time. See, you niggas thinking y'all got the edit button is the reason why shit is how it is. And why, no, it is no edit button. Shit is how it was and it is what it is. If y'all want to do that shit, that's why niggas be trying to edit out slavery. Nigga, this shit is real. The shit I'm talking about. Yeah, nigga, I'm taking it to the extreme. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I've been trying to take it to the extreme the whole time. If we talking about real shit, how the fuck far or back are y'all going? What real shit are y'all wanting to be like? Y'all talking about, yeah, you niggas talking about cartoons, man.
No,
At
I'm
the
just
same time these cartoons was happening, Martin Luther King was getting killed, Malcolm X was getting killed.
But
fucking
what do they
the
say?
Black Panther
What do they
Party was
say?
getting demolished.
The only way you can control a society is through the children.
Phineas Shakur or whoever the fuck.
You try to
was
control the
getting
society
fucking-
through the
just
children.
use the nozzle, nigga.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what I did, nigga. I'm trying to find my keys.
That's alpaca.
A hand sanitizer.
You gotta
my
blot
keys.
that shit.
I wasn't trying to use
You
your
gotta
shit,
blot
you-
that shit.
I wasn't trying to use your shit.
Nigga, I got 1,000 of
You
them
got
bitches.
1,000 of them. I got my own keychain, personal. I was trying
Look,
to find my keys.
you're good, brother. I'm not out. I
But
promise
I
you.
still want to find my
Those
keys
four
before I leave.
are
nigga.
not the only ones. I promise you.
They not, but
That motherfucker gave me a stash. I got so many. They everywhere.
before I leave, I want to make sure that my keys is in this range right here that I remember that they in. So
I mean, and I congratulate you for that. What I'm saying, brother,
I just want to
is-
be prepared.
Listen, the only thing I'm saying is, if we gonna do that, let's do it all the way. Like if y'all want to go back in American history and
Soul of
pick
a
out,
Nation.
right?
Did you watch that on
Uh-huh.
ABC?
No,
So they talked about like the way like black people were depicted back in the day, and it's like a popular like Disney movie that they didn't want streamed on like Disney Plus from like back in the day, where it was just like a black dude being real uppity, singing shit the whole time.
It's like how Chappelle talked about it.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But see, I feel like that's history negating.
no,
Because what
That-
they doing is
they
they
not-
don't do that with the other shit. Y'all don't realize that the John Wayne pictures and
you didn't
the
let me finish, bro.
go ahead.
So they were saying like, even though it's degrading, like for like some black creatives, it would be beneficial if some of this shit was available to them, so they can create for the shit going forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
So you saying they let the music play out?
Some of the shit is suppressed. Like
Right. My point.
they
Which
don't
is my
want it
point.
to be suppressed. You know
No,
what I'm
but
saying?
It is
Not
suppressed.
well, not as
And this is what I'm saying about the Pepper Le Pew. You literally just going into my point. The reason why I'm interjecting
I'm not
you is 'cause what
disagreeing
you're
with
saying.
you, but
I'm just saying they suppressing the shit. Like the shit is what it is what happened. Like the fact of them trying to like people are trying to erase what they don't like about history, and that's not healthy because that's exactly what they've been doing to us for the longest of time.
because it's
Right.
it's literally a Disney movie with a nigga singing happy songs the whole time with white people around him,
Right, you feel me?
making itself look friendly.
Right, you feel me? There's movies because Disney was like that. These are These are things they try to suppress.
Based off the creator.
Right. That's my point.
And I learned that shit at school.
can't-
That's what I be trying to say every week, bro. Like you
Like,
gotta give like
you can't do that. Like it's not. If you gonna do that, then you gotta get technical. That's my point. Also, if that's what we doing, then let's get all the way real with it.
So that's what
Let's
I was saying
crucify.
earlier. It goes back to the people that created that. Those people that created these cartoons had an agenda. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
And
no,
you say it's
I'm
just a
saying
cartoon,
not
but
just
I'm saying those
crucifying them.
people-
I'm saying if you can just
Or
go
even
back
that
in
time
time
frame.
and pick atrocities that shouldn't be forgotten or shouldn't be reported on and how they are. The Tulsa riots. Nobody was brought to justice. They ain't looking for nobody. This shit is something that come on National Geographics. They make money off of this shit every year. It's a new documentary about it every year. Nobody is being held accountable.
I just
Nobody's
think
nobody's giving back that land. Nobody's giving what?
Well, that's like all
What?
the Native Americans.
What?
How many treaties that there was set up that
My point
that-
again.
So
You're only
that-
proving my point.
No,
What
I'm
what
agreeing. I'm
talking
just
about?
saying that.
We're up in arms about cartoons.
No, I'm not saying people. Well, I'm not up in ours. I'm
That's
saying that,
it.
that
I'm
people,
saying
some
the
people,
people-
yes, some
brother.
people are bringing up things that some people, like you were saying,
This was
were
reported
suppressed
on
and
TMZ.
people weren't aware of,
Mm-hmm.
or just saw it and just didn't think anything of it at the time because it's a cartoon. There's a lot of things in cartoons that you look
This
at
was
and be
reported
like, oh,
on TMZ, brother.
and TMZ.
That means
is
it's
TMZ.
happening.
So
That means it's happening.
yeah. From what I learned in school,
You did.
fucking whatever niggas is like showing you is either already happened or it's like,
It's just happening.
Right.
You understand? You dig? So it's gonna be.
But
It's
there's a
done, you
lot of
dig?
people that
mimics-
weren't aware or never seen
fucking
that, though.
like whatever you watching
It's done, you dig?
mimics fucking
It's done. You
some
dig?
shit. It's some shit that they want to show you, or it's some shit that's just
It's your done. You dig? But well, that's what I'm saying. That's unhealthy for two reasons. Like I say, one, you're censoring what actually happened.
you have to.
And then
Yeah,
two,
with that, like you gotta pick. You really get that's like extreme natural selection. Like if you wanna like
well, the thing.
market to niggas that like think a certain way or like have.
But
niggas
it's not
thinking a
about
certain way.
thinking a certain way or any
It
of
is
that.
because like
It's literally what happened. Like we can't start like when I'm saying the dominion
if
of
it's
public
a movie
opinion.
about a nigga being a happy
The dominion
black
of
person around everybody and he cheering up everybody. It's gonna be black people that see it.
the
and be
dominion
like, oh,
of public
I gotta
opinion.
be that dude in order to be.
The
So
token
that
black
starts.
guy.
Yeah. So that starts putting people.
The dominion of public opinion is ruling, man, and is getting out of hand, brother. That's all I'm thinking. That's my point. When you looking at the shit and you see him, like again, if that's the case, then let's get real. If you saying the dominion of public opinion want to do this or that,
That's
then all right,
natural selection,
let's
bro.
get real. It's
But-
not natural selection. It's
now you're going against your own shit.
no, it's not natural selection in that in dominion of public opinion, what you're getting is the majority of the weak. That's not natural selection, but it is in a way. I understand what you're saying. It's not natural selection in that the hunters are becoming the hunted. In the way that if we're talking about natural selection, there is only the hunter and the hunted. Then the people that used to create a narrative are now falling subject to the right, and they're
That
falling.
happens.
And that's what I'm saying. So the hunters are becoming the hunted.
It happens to
Right.
niggas that make
And so
music. Like
if
you
you
see
look at it
niggas
in
fall
that type
victim
of
to.
natural selection, then yes, I would say there's natural selection. But I'm saying from the traditional standpoint of what natural selection is defined as, is usually the hunter versus the hunted, and the hunter usually is the winner. And that's how you create the food chain. What's happening right now is a change of the cards, and that public opinion, dominion of public opinion, is starting to rule again. As opposed, no, it's never been like that in the way that it is now. It's never been like how it is
It's
now.
a different way. It's always been.
Nope, I've been understanding shit for a minute, and I've been around for 31 years, and that shit is not how it been.
So you
now.
gonna take the 4 years that I got on you to stretch that far? You gonna stretch Armstrong reach that shit that far, bro?
Yes, I can.
Oh my goodness.
Niggas don't try to play with me. I got to start pulling rank around this bitch. I'm 31, nigga.
And still a baby.
So it's niggas this week that was like, oh man, like I'm glad I only buy Adidas shit, or like I only like Adidas and Puma, like Nazi, like fucking companies, like niggas. If we want to talk about research and we want to talk about like niggas being on top of they shit, where like you mad because a nigga made a couple bucks, but a nigga was supporting like
You got any
genocide, like
You got any Tommy Hilfiger in there?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Oh, okay. So that's
Hell no. I got
so
I got
like,
I got
at the
black,
same
I got
time-
black made jewelry on though, from a black owned company. You know. I'm supporting the culture. You did.
like that shit be like
You underdid. That's what I'm doing. What's up? What's up? My bank account is black owned. You underdid. What's up? Wait, this is my flex shoulders. Don't play with me. I'm not the one.
oh yeah, brother.
I'm not the one. I am the one, you understand? You feel me? That's how I felt right there, too. That's how I felt. You feel me? Don't do me. Oh, you ran up on the one. Okay, just do this. I'm about that. Yeah. That's me. I really live what I'm talking about.
Right.
What is you niggas doing? What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet, motherfucker? What's up? Holla at your guala. I'm out here. 10 toes down. All around.
Oh,
Yo. You feel me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
You
it's
understand.
not the fucking Nitro. It's the D-Generation X. The fucking.
You did. He just got it.
It's the green and black, bro. Like you gotta have it.
I didn't even catch it at first. They caught it though. You gotta feel me. You gotta feel me. You gotta feel me. You gotta feel me. You dig? I'm here. I'm aware. I'm up there. Somewhere you can't reach. You understand? I'm trying to give you some game that they don't teach. You understand? But I ain't come here to preach. That's all I'm saying, man. You gotta catch it. You know what I mean? You gotta catch it. If you don't, then you lost. And look, to be lost in the sauce,
Sauce lasts forever.
is
It
a
can only
lifetime
cook
of
for-
a lifetime of bliss.
It can only cook for so long.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a lifetime of
Cook.
bliss.
Cook, but you put that bitch
To
in
be
the
lost in the
refrigerator,
sauce
really
is a
good
lifetime
treasure.
of bliss and a lifetime of shit. Cause you ignorant, and that's what people be. So they be going falling for these
The
narratives,
sauce is
and that's
the
what I'm
one
saying.
thing
Like
that I would never.
it be like I'm just saying, people be on these like that's a cartoon, man. There's real shit happening. There's real shit happening right
But
now.
they always try to mask
like
real shit.
there's real shit happening.
Behind.
We talking about a cartoon, like I mean from a long time ago. Like I'm not being insensitive to a motherfucker's plight. I understand rape culture and not wanting it. We talking about a fucking cartoon. There's human trafficking out here. Motherfuckers going out here by a dozen. Black women going up missing as you can motherfucking snap your finger. It's a motherfucker gone. Another one gone. Flint ain't got no goddamn water. The goddamn people ain't got no goddamn money. They just reduced the goddamn unemployment. Ain't nobody back to work. They ain't found no goddamn vaccine that actually work and shit. Niggas just showed me some shit from Dr. Fauci talking about
Word
how,
from his mouth.
you know what I mean? Word
They
from
still
Dr.
saying
Fauci.
2022,
You know what I mean?
2023.
That's
bro.
what Dr. Fauci saying.
This
But
nigga
these
said-
niggas is
He
like,
said
oh,
the
we opening
vaccines
back
don't
up.
actually
Like,
prove. They don't actually prove that they will actually stop you from getting the virus.
He was
They
like,
just
the
mean
vaccine-
they'll
yeah.
stop you from dying,
He-
probably.
Right. He said you can get the vaccine, but that doesn't stop shit. You still acceptable to the shit.
You gotta get the booster.
then-
And you
gotta
can
do
still
this.
die.
So then what's the point of getting the vaccine?
You can
then?
still die.
And then
It
niggas
just
like,
make
oh,
you
Johnson and
less
Johnson
likely
got
to
this. Like, these
Johnson-
niggas couldn't do baby powder,
I was
bro.
just about to say
Well,
that
it
shit.
just make you less likely to die. It's all they saying. Like,
Nah,
and that's
bro.
not saying like less likely as in probability from a numerical standpoint. From what Dr.
They
Fauci
just
was
now
saying.
testing it
That's
on
meaning
kids,
like
bro.
it reducing the numbers. So
Like-
like, okay, if you didn't have, now you got a 45-50% chance of living.
Yeah, I'm good
So
with that.
that's a better number than you having 0% chance. That's how they looking at it.
I'm gonna take my.
But that's
chances.
what I'm saying. That's what Dr. Fauci
take my
is saying.
chances.
So,
been a good
and this is
year.
coming from
You doing
one
the
of the
I
head.
didn't survive 1 year pandemic.
That wasn't a jinx. I ain't say that.
Nah, but we
just a
knocking
knock
on wood.
Jinx.
I didn't say knock on wood. You can't jinx
No,
me for that.
we said jinx and we knocked on wood.
No, but I didn't jinx. I didn't say anything. Y'all gotta. It's Chris go, cause he was last to knock on the wood. I didn't jinx with you
So how did you jump in the last one? Then?
Right.
because I said it at the same time y'all did. We all said the same thing.
Up.
That is yours, brother. You gonna own that. Eat that bitch up. That's yours. Yep. I ain't say pause either, nigga. I seen your face.
I mean, you said bitch, so it's all good.
Yeah, nigga. Now eat that bitch.
So, like, I didn't know, like, pause and no homo. Like, I didn't know that came from, like, a certain thing. And that shit was crazy.
Educate me.
So, like,
Pause came from Name Dash.
yeah, no homo was, like, niggas that was just, like, they didn't give a fuck. Pause was niggas that didn't want to offend anybody that might be gay.
So it's a upgraded version.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's like
okay.
no homo might be a gay nigga over there. You just like, oh nigga,
Right.
no homo, like
Right.
It's like saying, like, back in the day when we be like, niggas, you gay.
Yeah.
You gay. And it's like, you can't say that shit no more.
Yeah.
Respect to the LGBTQT+. I'm just saying that's how analogy was back during those times. Not saying that I support it now.
That plus is extending to, they trying to extend it to pedophile.
Yeah, I'm not supporting that in any way. I was just saying for the other ones, the other abbreviations that I'm not aware of. That's all I'm saying. I don't support that in any way, but I understand what you're saying when it comes to that because they started that shit last year.
Yeah, that shit's crazy just in the concept of how
there's interviews with people
just
that talk about that shit.
The concept of treating gay people
We
like
childish,
people
bro.
is
Like
now-
Jinx became a shot game, like out of nowhere.
Yo, just remember, you only as old as you are up here,
Yeah.
right? So
but
keep
I'm
it young
winning.
at all times. Say what?
He gonna keep tally like
I'm winning.
Wait until we get on the splash table, and then we'll
also
see.
the grandmaster.
Then we'll see if he gonna keep the tallies when we get the splash going.
What y'all? Well, y'all niggas keep threatening me with a good time, and I keep telling you niggas I'll be your huckleberry. The other day.
That's a cartoon, nigga. That's a cartoon.
Nah,
That's not real.
that's
not real, nigga.
That was a quote from Doc Holliday from Tombstone.
Oh.
You gotta know Doc Holliday. Come on now, brother. You gotta know Doc Holliday. But he was so cool, I gave him an honorary pass. He was so cool.
like Davy Crockett.
Nah, he was cooler than him. You never seen Tombstone?
Yeah.
Well,
Back in the day, I don't remember that bitch, but I remember that bitch used to be on all the
Doc
time.
like
One of the
like
track
boy. My
movies.
boy was Johnny Ringo. Nigga said, you know, back then we said we was playing for blood, so I was just fooling. Said I wasn't.
It's kind of like the True Grit of the.
That nigga was about that action.
You
That
ever
nigga
seen
had
True Grit?
tuberculosis.
No.
You never seen True Grit?
Yeah, I did. The nigga had tuberculosis back in the Western time, so it was over for that nigga anyway.
Right.
That's how he was living.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how he living. That nigga don't give a fuck anyway. Shit, I'm gonna die soon anyway, boy. You playing with the wrong nigga. I be to shot your whole family up. You playing with me. Nigga was out there getting it. But he was also the fastest gun in the West. But I had did some research on it, and those.
Shot.
Yeah, we can do a shot, but
Shot.
they was actually
The nigga
No.
hit the. That nigga was like, no, nigga.
absolutely not. They was actually a real. They actually really happened. Why?
That shit is so. That shit tastes good as hell.
Slide me that
After the second shot.
Wyatt Earp is a real person, and that tombstone at the OK Corral is what they call it. It actually happened.
He got the old man piss going.
Yeah.
Green Mile.
With the lace splash.
It's the only splash you got.
It's good.
Only splash.
But yeah, that shit actually happened. Yeah, Doc Holliday was a real person. Wyatt Earp was a real person. All them people was real. Yeah, I don't know. Your boy no name. Bro, I keep telling you, I know a whole bunch of useless facts. You niggas gonna understand that you be up here talking to a nigga that just pride himself on knowing shit that don't get me nowhere. Gotta turn it around the wrong way. Hey, my boy.
Players fuck up from time to time.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
foul on you.
Double.
I gotta see that on
I was
camera,
just
bro.
laughing so hard.
I have to see my face.
Cause you was so funny, like that nigga almost passed out. I was just trying to see what he would do. He almost passed out. He made me laugh so hard I couldn't help it, bro. I'm sorry. But he saw what he did, bro.
He tried to do the quickest splash, bro.
No, I did it on purpose just cause you know I always, you remember when I did it.
That's what I'm saying. Double foul.
You know when I did it last. No, you remember when I did it last time. Knock out a paper towel. Remember, they right there. Hand me some of that.
Pass the paper towel.
Well, that ain't paper towel.
That's what you said.
But no, y'all remember when we did that episode and y'all was trying to bully me because I wasn't taking the shot. Y'all was like, "Oh, you pouring a real big shot," and I was like, "Guess so."
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that episode? Man, see, y'all don't be remembering shit. I be
No,
remembering shit.
it's a part of the compilation. Once I started uploading shit back to the computer, it's all gonna realign
Hand me
itself.
some, that's it. 3 Amigos.
Like, I'm gonna be off for 6 weeks in a minute, so it's. You about to see some funny shit, but
The God of Poor.
Got the super old man prostate problem going on over here. This nigga over here, over there. Got the flood going on. God.
Let's do this.
splash money. So what was you saying about the Twitter topic though? Like,
Oh yeah, no. The Twitter topic, is just as interesting. We had Michelle Obama being interviewed by Zaza Wade, and
was that a live or like a Zoom?
I don't.
I seen the split screen, so I don't know what it was. Like,
Well, I don't know what qualifies Zaza Wade to interview Michelle Obama.
Smoking that Zaza.
Dwayne.
Outside of them being Dwayne
Gabrielle
Wade's,
Unions.
Gabrielle's unions, transgender.
Probably cool with the Obamas, period, from Chicago. Like,
What qualifies? I said.
Dwayne Wade is from Chicago. He went to Marquette. He was a classic
Went to Marquette.
top 50 NBA player. Barack Obama, South Siding with me,
Top 50
with
NBA
Michelle
player, boy.
Obama, first black president. You creating precedent by being a 12-year-old person that's claiming to be yourself. Like, down the line, like, we gonna come together, we gonna do this, and
Look like the mean of the public opinion to me.
our divine intervention.
I don't think.
Pulp
Divine
Fiction.
Intervention. That sounds like some other shit that you written, and I ain't with it.
That's cool. Cause if my dad didn't do this, then I might not have been able to do that. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
if you're not
I'm not
Dwayne
going to
Wade
protect,
kid,
I'm just
you
saying
not
that
the most
this is
known
that,
12-year-old
what
that
it is.
ever did this.
I ain't saying that. Well, if we get that technical, and we're talking about 12-year-olds.
I mean, let's get.
What a 12.
You gotta get deep. You gotta go back.
What a 12-year-old, besides black kids and black people for transgender equality, who else are you seeing on the beaten path? What are the 12-year-old transgender kids? Do you know?
There's a transgender kid that has her own show. The only reason why I know is because my mom watched it, and it's been on TLC, and she's been out for, she got like a good amount of seasons, and this is way before this. I can't even remember if I can find out. Wait one, stand by. No, I'm gonna text her and ask her. If she answered, it's already fucking.
Yeah, you could definitely. They got like gay cartoons where it's like two
no, they
dads,
definitely-
bro. Like,
No, they
it's
definitely
not-
do. Who are the champions?
I'm not gonna know that shit, bro. Like, but it's definitely like some shit that's not like some
Hey,
shit
bud,
that's
hang on
just
the
put
phone,
out
please.
there.
Do you remember that show that you used to watch with that girl?
You
that
still ain't
wanted to
took
be a
yours
boy?
yet, and ours is gone.
What's the name of it? I Am Jazz.
Thank you very much. I Am Jazz. That's the name of the show.
You are correct. You get $300. We are in the cash cab.
Hold on, let me find out when that
It's
came
worth 400 points. Next question.
out. Wait one, stand by.
What animal lives in water, is also
Anglerfish.
semi-aquatic, and can survive on land, but is also considered a mammal?
I didn't hear anything you said. What'd you say again?
What animal is semi-aquatic, lives in water, and also lives on land, but it's not a fish, and also
Sea
is
turtle.
a mammal?
No, that's not a mammal.
Final answer?
No.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Not sure.
2, and sorry, the answer is platypus.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking like that or seal or like some.
I'm sorry, that is your third strike. You have to get out. This has been the Cash Cab.
That's a good show. I like that show.
Your boy is cold. Now, what was I? Yeah. So you said I Am Jazz is a show that's on TLC.
I'm about to look it up when it came out.
And we'll talk about what we see.
2015.
6 years, almost, probably, if not that.
I never seen that.
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Well, no,
I don't know what
that's
you're
the-
showing me.
that's
Like
the
I don't know
person.
who you're showing me.
You was a boy,
I was
That's a
like,
girl.
yeah, I never
You know
seen
what I'm
that
saying?
preview or nothing.
and that's been out like a motherfucker. And like I said, the only reason why I know that is because my mom watched it and it was always on fucking TLC.
It's on TLC. I can believe that. You know what else?
And
is
she was on some news.
You know what else
shows
is
or
on? You know what else is on VH1?
Hmm.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Well, you asked the question, so I just provided you an answer. That's all it was.
No. I'm giving you one for one. Now give me another one.
So you're just gonna keep on adding numbers each time I come with one? Is that what it is? You're just
No.
gonna keep on. Give me another one then. Give me another one then.
I bet this show didn't donate
Right,
to a
right.
transaction.
Fucking Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner.
Oh no.
Bruce Jenner, right?
No. Because this was a topic point. You was here. You heard me on the phone with the person
No, I
on
heard
the
you.
podcast.
Right, and I was
This is
getting
just
ready.
something I'm saying like
Because I was
this
like,
something
what?
that
I was like,
pointed
I've
out
heard quite a few
that
things.
was discussed that
Bruce
they
Jenner
wanted
turned
me
into a woman.
So they wanted me
This
to
is way before that.
categorize
And
it.
they glorified the
Like
fuck
that.
out of that.
Also,
You see what I'm saying? So they wanted me to at least. You see what I'm saying? So we doing it like that. So I'm going one for one. That's one for one.
Okay, so I just said Bruce Jenner.
So
Bruce Jenner fucking turned into a woman. And they glorified the fuck out of that.
Yep.
Like a motherfucker.
They did.
Yeah, every time you fucking turned on the fucking TV.
transsexual athletes to where you could be considered a woman and like win.
Well,
The
I already
same
got
shit.
2. So that's 2 for 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 3.
How many you gonna go for?
I
Okay.
can give you 3, but they don't
You
have.
for the Grand Slam.
Yeah. For me, I can give you 3, and I can give you 3. I can give you 1 for you. But I know y'all would.
That's the Grand Slam if you go for the extra. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I could go for the extra and the dub. Shall I do both? Just the
If you get the Grand Slam,
So, y'all said Bruce Jenner. Who was
Wait
the
one.
Who's the other person? It was I Am Jazz. She got a show. Who's y'all third?
for what?
The transgender crusade as far as media and stuff.
Zaya Wade. I guess that's another one.
You said Taza Wade, but that's the black person. You got the RuPaul's. You got the chick from Orange is the New Black. You got oh yeah, you got so many. The Jeffree Star.
That
Jeffree
one
Star,
dude from The Wire, they got the scar on his face. Like,
he's not transgender.
no, but he always play a gay person. So,
No, that's
like,
not transgender. Who's talking about transgender? Be specific.
not the
Amira
role
Scott.
or
The people that get publicized. Who are the people that we know? Listen, brother. I'm just saying, man. I listen.
Oh. The one chick that was in what? The Orange is the New Black. She plays fucking a female, but she acts like a dude. Forgot her fucking name. She was very popular at one point too. She fucking was dating the main character at one point.
I don't know her. I do know everybody that I said that he knows everybody that I said, and I'm pretty sure you know.
Oh, because you don't know them, then it's not relevant.
No, they're not publicized. That was my point.
No.
New Black nigga. Like,
Yeah. The Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New
That's
Black.
not publicized.
Yeah, it was.
So what are you talking about right now?
So
then?
who's the chick
Well, I'm looking her up.
that wasn't black?
She wasn't black. She was white.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. And then there's another one that just recently turned fucking. Hold on. There was recently another white lady that turned.
I'm waiting. I'm
Dude.
up. I'm up though already.
How you figure?
I just gave you 4 to 2.
You see what I'm saying? He's just gonna keep on going with numbers. So you can't win the battle of something that he's just
bro,
gonna keep on
I've been
going
trying to
with.
get this nigga to watch American Skin for like a month.
What?
or
I
two.
can't help that. I'm statistically.
No. I can't help that. No matter what anybody else says, you're always gonna try to prove yourself right. So I'm just gonna sit back and just
What
let
I-
you have it.
What I did.
Because I'm a better person when
not-
it comes to that situation. I'm not gonna
I
even
wasn't playing
indulge
numbers.
in
I
that
said
type
I'm
of
up
fucking
4 to 2.
activity.
It was literally just.
He started with 1. Then I hit you with 1.
When the
Then I
baby
hit
is
you with
born,
2.
do I have to come over here and watch American Skin with you? Like,
I'm not gonna watch it.
I watch it.
if you don't watch Judas and the Black Messiah, that's cool. But American Skin, like, that's the one that it sound like
You watched it?
it's more your
No, I
lane.
have not.
Because for like 2 months, I have tried to come in here and I spoil the movie for anybody that hasn't seen it.
I have no. Well, I have an excuse.
You wanted to watch it, but
I do.
you said
but
it was $6.99
I just
the
keep
week that
forgetting.
I'm a
is-
cheapskate when it comes to
Well,
certain
no,
things.
what is it on? You
But
gotta
since
buy
you
it.
have told me multiple times.
Wait,
but
I gotta
this
buy
week
it?
has been a little busy, and I'm not trying to come with excuses, which that is an excuse.
Wait, I gotta buy
I'm
it
just saying-
because I'm not gonna buy a movie.
No,
No.
you have to rent it. Rent
you
it
didn't
for
have to for a certain amount of time because
Right,
No, I
and
just
during
was
that
talking
week,
about this
I
last
fucked
night.
up because remember I came back and I asked you, I was like,
No,
"Yo,
no,
it's
I
for
was
rent
just
now,"
talking
and you were
about
like,
this last
"We
night.
watched it when it was free."
I'm
I was
not
like,
buying
"Oh."
no movies. That's just
No,
not
you
a
gotta
thing.
buy it, you
I'm
gotta
gonna
rent it though.
I'm gonna wait.
you might not have to if you can find it. It's
Right.
called American Skin, my nigga.
It's
like,
always on Prime. It's always advertised on Prime.
you know how to watch a movie. American Skin. However you watch your movies, American Skin. It's 2021, bro. We not fit to sit here and keep doing this shit for 3 more months, nigga. Watch American Skin, bro.
Listen, brother, I'm under digging. You know what I mean?
It's
I'm just trying to see. My man thought I was trying to go number for number. I wasn't trying to do it like that. I wasn't trying to go like to the end of
But
the
you
tournament.
said 1-1, then you went from 2 to 2,
No,
then you went
I'm-
from 3 to 3.
But I'm on. No. It wasn't 3 to 3.
when the
Once
eyes
again,
it's
change.
not.
Right, I'm not
No,
gonna
it's
even
not
indulge
3
in
to
that
3.
type of
It's 4 to
situation.
2. That was my point.
But I gave you 2 off top.
You gave me 2. You
Right.
can't give
You
me.
asked for 1 at first.
No.
asked for one.
But he didn't understand where I was going. I just
understand
made
where
I
it's
just
coming
made it. I just made him remember the conversation that I just had that made me do what I'm doing right now. And then he like I'm saying, like, don't try to play me like that. No, I'm doing this shit exactly how I'm supposed to do it, which is how I agreed upon it when I discussed it with another person that has a podcast and that does this and that is a female that's what I'm saying. So I'm giving you. I said, give me 1. You gave me 1. I gave you 1. You gave me 1. I gave you 1. I'm painting a narrative. Don't say I'm just doing. I'm giving you because you can't do it. I'm doing 4 to 2. Now I'm doing.
But
I'm
you
doubling
asked
up.
for something, and I gave
No,
you
but
what
you
you
ain't
asked
understand it.
for.
But he not understand what
You
I'm
didn't
doing.
ask for 4 or 3. You asked for 1,
Y'all
so
saying
I
the same
provided
shit.
1.
No, but he not understand what I'm saying.
And
I'm
then
not
you
saying
want to
you're
go
wrong.
up with numbers. You want to keep
That's
going
what
with
I'm trying to
numbers.
get him to understand. I'm not trying to wrestle with him this time.
No,
I know I
I'm not
normally
saying that.
wrestle
I'm
with
just
you.
saying that
I'm
this
trying
is
to
what you
finesse
asked.
game, brother. I'm saying I asked you for 1. And I
Right.
said give me another one.
Right.
But when
And
I said
did.
give you another one, then you said, oh, now you acting like I'm no.
No.
When
It
I asked
wasn't
you
until the
but
3rd or 4th one
You
when
don't
you started
have
getting
to.
it.
That's why when you was talking that Dame Dash shit, and I was like, nigga, I don't have to give you anything because from what I know, like this shit don't make sense. A podcast can't be called the show because we gonna do these hoes. However many podcasts 32 podcasts, 33 podcasts.
Trey.
There's not one podcast that we could say that has been the length of this one right now. So if you want to cut it down to it being
Yes, we have. We've done one way longer than
if we stop right now, we don't have a podcast that's exactly at this time.
164. Yes, we do.
2 hours and.
That's no
2
time.
hours and fucking.
That's like
Exact-
2 hours and 44 minutes.
Bro,
We got a podcast that's 4 hours.
so
I seen one that was 262.
we don't
I don't
have
know
one.
what your point is, but
We don't
got
have-
one
we
that
don't-
is that long.
We don't have one that can stop at exactly this point
Yes, we do.
every week.
Yes, we do.
You can't do that
Not every
2
week.
times, bro.
We got one. We got longer. What is he talking about?
No, he's saying that we. can't-
Exactly the same time for it to be a show.
Oh,
The
I
Dame
see
Dash
what you're
shit that
I
you
see what
saying,
you're
like for
I
it
see
to
what
be
you're saying.
to fit this mold,
From an
Strip-
episode,
it has to be
from
this
an episode.
Yeah.
From an episode standpoint, it has to be 30 minutes.
to an hour.
Right.
And if you're not fitting there every time,
then you can't.
in
do it.
33 episodes, we don't have one that can match one. So it don't.
It's not considered a show.
Yeah,
What we do? We could cut it. We could cut material.
and that would make it Drink Champs.
I ain't saying we couldn't. You just said if we do, we got the material. Yes, we do. No, that's not. What I get what you're saying, brother, and you win. I'm not trying to argue with you. Listen, brother. I'm not trying to dance with you. I'm trying to hold hands with you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to be amongst the flowers. I ain't fighting with nobody. I'm inviting everybody. You underdig? You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It's just what? It's just a massage booking. It's all good. I'm just coming to get my little tushes rubbed. You underdig? Ain't wrong with that.
So the combo, like
Happy
you
ending.
and somebody else, like you getting massaged right here, and somebody else getting massaged over here, type shit. Look,
They come with the table or no?
you get massages by yourself, or like
That's
you do
extra.
a couples massage.
I'm gonna plead the 5th. There's so many numbers in the numeric system.
Hey, we going for 3 for 3,
But
4
Yeah,
for
so
4.
like if we put
1,
ourselves
2,
right here,
3,
we
4.
just
That's 1 and 1, right?
Yeah.
And then we gonna go 2 and 2.
yeah. So if you ask me this and I ask,
Right.
you
We're gonna go
just,
for a 3 for 3.
Ooh,
Right.
ooh, it's the 5th.
You know how they change it real quick?
I'm
All of a
attracted
sudden.
to the
Change that shit real quick.
It's
Tone just goes from this to
5th.
flat line.
what was the nigga from fucking the church dude from
5th.
no.
Breathe the
Ain't no fifth over here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
You gonna provide 5.
I'm
Only provided
gonna
2.
plead the 5th.
Telling on himself.
All day. Tell me
When you invoke the
You
5th,
can't
you
tell
telling on yourself.
anything, cause you can't prove it in the court of law, and that's my point,
We
man.
not in court, nigga. We on the podcast right now.
On the trial, and that's my point. I win. I'm the 1, not the 2, or the 3, but the 4.
He always calls
And the
himself the
5.
winner.
On me.
Always.
Can't win all the time, bro.
Listen,
No.
brother. That's what you don't understand. You can.
That's what I've noticed.
Look, bro.
You be trying to win on everything.
I'm trying to
but
win.
you can't win.
I want to win.
Only time you can win
I'm
is
the
when you have
overwinner.
failure.
Listen, brother.
Understand
Not only
that
am I
without
trying to
failure,
win,
you
I
can't
want to
win.
overwin. I'm talking Sinclair and Overton. You understand?
Want.
You feel me?
Me.
I'm
Was
a
it Beaker?
Bam with the
Me.
booski. On the 2-2 with the dooski. You feel me? That's a new play.
That's all I heard.
I'm talking the 2.0 from Baruski. You understand?
You can only go with 2.5. Where the 3 and the 4 at?
What a deuce and a mo at?
You ain't got it. Cup right there.
You want to go for some Mojack?
Let's go.
We can do it to the Mojack.
Let's do it. I'm ready. I stay on it.
I'm always ready for some Mojack.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Podcast 33, pull up.
Scottie Pippen.
Trey.
I'm just playing. I don't
damn.
want no smoke.
I gotta post this one before I can do the Scottie Pippen. Hold up.
No
But-
smoke. No smoke for 15 days right now. No smoke.
All I know is
No smoke.
what I was getting at.
No smoke.
I wasn't trying to go like against you or nothing like that. I
No,
wasn't trying to,
I ain't trying to go.
I gotta get my polo.
I was trying to say that the point that I was told to make was gotta be quantified. So, cause
Quantified?
there is, yep. I'm just giving like I'm just giving my point. This is what I went in the room and talked about real quick.
Right.
So my point is that from a show standpoint or media, what you see that get publicized the hardest be like Zaza Wade been in the media for multiple years now. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying, kudos to her and shout out to them and all of that. But the reality also being that, when it comes to other movements and stuff like that, black people aren't getting championed, and it makes me question why we're getting championed in that way when we don't get championed in any other way. When it comes to prison reform or stuff like that, we're not getting championed. When it comes to simple shit like water, they got debates about a stimulus package. Imagine being in Flint right now.
Right.
Like, there's real shit going on.
So, when it comes to a situation when somebody is looking for something, right?
Life or death.
When you're looking for anything, if you're looking for or you're thinking about a yellow car, all of a sudden you're gonna see a whole bunch of yellow cars, right? No, I'm just saying in a sense that if you're looking for something,
Like I was saying, I've seen a lot of Maseratis and Bentleys like lately. Like
if you look for those things, sometimes those things kind of project themselves in a way that seems
the only time
dominant.
I travel is over here and to like certain places like around my crib.
Mhm.
So like you might see like one or two, but like every time, like that's weird, bro. Like it's not.
But
I'm just saying, debating Zaza Wade, like, contrary to what my point may seem, I'm just saying that Zaza Wade being a champion for black people and stuff like that.
She might be for a certain percentage of
And,
people.
or whatever the fuck.
It
they
might not be
doing
for
with
you, but it
how
might
they
be for
have,
somebody
like,
else.
The majority of the black people that they doing with that.
but that
They,
also
they could be using the energy to also right some wrongs. If that's the
It might be for you. It might not be for you, but it might be for somebody
okay.
else.
So
bro.
understand right. So that
But
goes
they-
back to my point of earlier
They are
podcasts
skipping,
and
but
some
it's
of
still
this one.
skipping over
When
a
it comes
whole
to,
lineage.
but it also comes back to the
Everybody
generation.
is their own fucking person, bro.
Right.
Like,
So you have to
what
understand
you
that
see
people
might
that
not be
the
some
age
shit that he see that might not. all three of us have never agreed on anything.
Right.
And for Yona, he like, hey, bro, for you to pick y'all three, like, that shit is crazy because y'all niggas don't agree. It's like Stephen A. and Skip Bayless and Sticky.
ESPN?
Yeah. But with three people. Like,
I had to be clear because I've seen some highlights. You know what I'm saying?
Skip Bayless
Some.
went from Stephen A. to Shannon Sharp,
Right.
which
Like
black people think Shannon Sharp is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
certain things, right? I understand what you're saying when it comes to pushing a certain agenda
yeah.
upon the black culture. I understand that. But at the
shit
same time, you do have to understand that the generation is not of you and is not of us, of how we grew up.
It's the experience, bro.
Right. So understand that everybody, as all three of us here, share a different experience, but yet we're in similar age. Yes or no?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yet we've all been proven. Me and this dude grew up together, and we still share different opinions and different views and different experiences on certain things. Same with you, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, that's like when I ask you a question, well, you didn't do this? Nah. 211, M-Dog 2020, Night Train. You went straight into liquor.
Yep.
We didn't have that. We went before that and went with the bullshit.
Those things,
No, but it wasn't the same experience of how we did it. You sat there, I've tasted it, I know what it is, but we used to get fucked up off of it. You know what I'm saying? So you understand
So for
where we're
you,
coming
in that
from.
same time frame where you might have been like 15, 16, 17,
Right.
your experience might have been different. But
Correct.
for us to be in this environment, like,
Right.
it was this much different, but it was the same experience because we could just drive around the corner and,
Right.
like,
But the difference is
for
now.
me, anybody could drive me, whether I was kicking it with him, or I was kicking it with a nigga that was older than me. Like,
Right. All I'm saying
for
is,
me, like, that nigga, like, he's that dude. Like, nah.
there's certain things that we experience together,
Mhm.
but there's still
for me,
things.
you was the first dude that was my age with a job. Like,
But
you-
okay, but you have to understand in this generation,
my
that's
dad
not relevant
made
no more.
me get
But
a
that's
job.
not relevant no
Like,
more though.
A year later.
Back then, you would
Like-
look at that and be like, "Oh shit, that nigga is the shit."
But certain
now
niggas-
that's not relevant. At the age that we are, you can tell people that and they'll be like, "And so."
But that's the picture that we could paint. And we
Right,
could-
so everybody shares their own different experiences.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this generation,
But
when it
everybody
comes
gonna
to,
look at us different. And
Correct,
everybody
correct.
gonna, like,
some people are watching this and be like, "Ew, they had a job at 14, 15 years old." This generation now don't have a job until they're 18, 19, 20. That's the thing. That's the popular thing. That's the majority of what people look at. Just like when we look at our
That's why I
parents
say
and
we
certain
headed
things.
to a demolition, man.
yeah.
Right. Correct. I
And,
agree with that.
like, for me,
Now you see why I hit
like-
the theme way earlier.
I can get
Now you see
I
what
can
I'm
get
doing. Your boy flying it on the whole episode. Yep, because I knew he was getting here and I knew I was going to tie
Bro.
into what I was talking about. This is why we headed to a demolition, man. You going to see it.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing because
We gonna all be in Teslas.
iPads were in Demolition Man. Fucking self-driving cars was in Demolition.
demolition. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even. I'm just
Alright,
saying.
I think this shot.
Leader in
Cryogenics is have always
I
been
think
going
it's
on.
ending shot time. I know that sound oxymoron running considering how my dog sound, but that's how we do it. Shots, baby. For the crew.
Yo. You about to make me choose between
The two.
yeah.
I've been drinking on this brown, and I'm gonna stay down with that brown.
I'm drinking on that Migos, and I got it in my cup. You see though.
I've done both.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
scared
did
of.
both
All
too.
three.
I was scared. I've already done that, but the Migos is.
No,
Don't get me
I
wrong,
didn't go-
Migos
Nah.
is on point, but
Migos,
I
like,
I
that
tried to.
I didn't go 30 yet.
So Sunday.
Next Sunday. Correct?
I'm gonna have to get off. I mean, I got off the plane, so like 4 o'clock.
I'm
From
down.
there to here.
DFW? Southwest.
If you get off at 2 something,
Probably
Southwest
yeah,
or DFW?
that's
Okay.
regular time
So you
for
pretty
us
fucking
to
close.
be here. Like
What's your arriving time?
2:05.
250, I think.
Oh, so 3:15 is right on point.
What?
Okay.
Right, that's why I said
3:45.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Okay.
That's why I said 4 o'clock could be
4 o'clock.
Okay, 4 o'clock.
easy.
Okay.
Should be easy.
Deal. But all I'm saying, and not speaking any of down of anything, you already had the knock at the door. A week sometimes can be
That's
that
hard
time.
for niggas that.
That's all I'm saying. I'm down for the Sunday at 4. I'm down.
What you want to do it earlier or something?
No.
We
I'm
should
talking
do it
about this
earlier.
gentleman over here. That's all I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about the new one coming into this world.
So y'all want to do
That's
it
what I'm
earlier?
talking
We
about.
could just do it earlier.
All I'm saying is just keep us updated. Let us know, which you do. All I'm saying is I would not be
Oh, yeah, I
surprised.
forgot.
That's all I'm saying. I would not be surprised.
Oh yeah, she would try to come on my arrival.
Mhm.
Try to upstage me. That's how they do.
She deserves that.
That's what I'm saying,
Mhm.
baby.
She
They
deserves that.
something else. They try to upstage you. When I'm coming back.
And you know what would be crazy? It'd be like a
Why you
Saturday
ain't pull
night.
up though.
It'd be a Saturday night where it'd be like last
Oh,
minute. Hey,
shoot.
hey, we at the hospital.
You remember when he splashed on you and he was like, "Oh, nigga!" Like,
You want to pull up?
He said the Migos.
Just pick, whatever you pick. It's cool.
I still got a day left.
I see you with the casual point out. He casually was like,
I still got a day left. Day and a half, baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas want to get some.
you gotta have vision, Willie. You gotta have vision.
It's the ism, baby.
Biodome, like
It's the ism. You welcome for the ism.
Polly Shore. That nigga hit him.
It was there. You felt it. You saw it. You was a part of it. You lived it. You can't erase that. You can't take that back. The ism was there.
I let the new person know about the situation. About how.
How I got the ism?
No, I was talking about the Sunday situation.
Oh,
As
okay.
of right now, they are free.
Okay.
Due to, I also said that maybe.
Sunday.
Yes.
See, you going to have to put the baby back in. It's all good.
They're free for Sunday. As of right now,
Just
they
push her back
told
in,
me
then she
earlier
come
that
back
they're free
out.
for Sunday.
If she come back out,
You know
just
what I'm
push her back in.
So we pushing it back to Sunday.
No,
That was
just
always
for
the
just
day.
for this weekend.
That was just
Due
the
to
day.
Bachelor.
You
But
got to
we
go.
were saying
I'm
in a
booked
week,
up.
you never know in your situation. That's all I'm saying.
I'm booked up. I'm already on the way.
Right. Just for this week.
It's fair game. Like
You feel me? So
Are you good for Sunday still or no?
just push her in.
As of right now.
yeah,
Unless something changes, obviously.
Just push her back.
that's what I told him. Like it's really for me. It's with him. Like,
Right. Right.
Nothing else matters because
Right.
he is the alternate shit in what we normally
Correct.
do. So if
I
he
mean,
come
I
back
tell
on
you-
Sunday, then it's whatever. Like,
That's gonna be on the 14th.
but you never know. I was there Tuesday, nigga. Like,
So then
That's what my point was
That's what I'm
earlier.
saying.
You never know.
Just
In a
take
week,
your hand and just
you never know.
push it back in there and just come.
And
come
if so, as usual, let us know.
Cheers to the birth of the new one.
We call it now.
No.
No, he was like, I ain't gonna.
I need
ain't
one
gonna-
more
week.
week.
Okay. Try to keep your legs closed and fucking.
The 24th for me is perfect. Like,
So that's the following week.
yeah. I could go back to work in May, at the beginning of May. Like,
My nigga trying to work it out. Nigga, cheers, nigga. My nigga trying to work it out. No, nigga, that motherfucker coming on Sunday.
Right, because it don't work
It's
on
all
your
good.
accord.
who had a song called "Work It Out"?
It's all good. I ain't got to work Monday if y'all want to do it Monday.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do that.
I'm good.
Quentin told me his birthday was on Monday.
I have to be at work at
Cheers.
fucking
Are we gonna keep it
2 in the
real?
morning.
All the way
You wanna keep it
trill.
real?
Not on the camera.
Nah.
Trill, what?
So,
Not on the camera. We gonna do it on the camera.
really, I want to be off for 420. So,
Oh, we gonna do it right here.
nah, bro. Like,
Just in front of in our pen.
before we cheers,
In the
before we
damn
cheers it up, we gonna cheers it up for me being off on 420.
I'm always
So-
off on 420.
When we raise the glasses up tonight, I'm gonna be able to be off for 420. So, you know what they say, right? Like, you gotta.
Right.
Let's cheers to this ism.
Nah, you wanna take it easy? We not gonna do it.
Quick question. 420? Any ideas?
Food, weed,
Usual, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
I was thinking cabin, but we don't have to do that
420
shit.
at
We
my
could,
spot?
yeah.
Ism.
The only reason why I say that is because fucking I need y'all to come over. We'll go ahead and do the grill. I'll do the grill thing. And fucking we'll go from there.
No, they
I
need-
should be fucking.
They need my supervision. It's all good. I know
You
I'm
need
the best
supervision?
driller.
We done roasted him before for not being able to hang on 420.
They need my supervision. I'm the one.
I'm gonna pop out that fucking volcano on your ass.
The last time we was shooting a video and he was like, "Oh nigga, y'all niggas want to go to escape room? Like, are you trying to escape from this weed on?"
He gonna pass out. Oh boy, ain't gonna.
I saw the curvature. I swear I saw it.
That nigga was like, "Man, bro, like." And tonight he was like, "Hey, when I'm in certain scenarios, like, I don't be that aggressive," and I was like,
Go to
I done seen-
previous podcast.
"For the fucking nah, like."
Do these niggas?
I
wanna
seen
die?
you like bump the shoulders of like one white dude so hard, bro. Like that nigga looked back and he was like, "I wanna box him, but
Do people?
I'm
wanna
playing it
die?
cool."
Is that what's happening right now?
2019.
Man, shots.
19?
Allegedly.
Educate.
Nigga,
Educate.
Allegedly, shots.
when he was going to go buy the fucking glass,
Shots.
The glass vase.
the shit that he bought when we was the first niggas with the fucking air pump couches. at the
Right,
fucking
right,
420
right,
shit,
right,
like,
right.
Allegedly.
Festival, Reggae Fest.
Allegedly.
This nigga bumped the shoulders of a white dude so hard. I was like, God damn, nigga,
That's how you
like.
know,
Allegedly.
fucking, you looking hard as fuck.
Bro.
He like,
He was like, this nigga remember that shit? Bro, I was like,
It didn't happen. It never happened. Never happened.
if I remember correctly, I remember you coming back and telling the story.
bro, you hit this nigga so hard, bro. Like, that nigga looked back like, hey, I'm about to drop this nigga. And he looked back and he was like, I'm alright. But he was, bro.
I did not do any of it.
I've been telling this story for years.
And it's always been a lie on my part that I participated in, but that did not happen. It's a figment of his imagination. The same way I was at that place, he was at that place, and this is what he saw, but it ain't what happened.
It was the same day, man. The earth curved, bro.
It didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way. I'm trying to tell you.
Y'all tripping. Y'all smoke out or Space Odyssey and da da da.
It didn't happen that way.
Got photos of that hoe.
Y'all ain't got no proof.
Oh, yes, I do.
You don't got no video
Instagram
proof.
story share.
He don't got the,
Boom,
he
nigga.
don't got the video proof.
I'm
for
finna share this
bump.
hoe right now, and I'm gonna tag you and him.
He don't got the video bump.
But I got the picture with the extra long J, and this hoe is like
No, I know all about that. I remember all that.
the Keith, the
I'm talking about
Moon
the,
Rock.
I'm talking about
before
the
we
bump.
went to Vegas,
I'm talking
nigga.
about
Like,
I'm talking about the bump.
bro, it was the same
But that leads up
day.
to that was, yeah, right. Right.
Nope, can't paint
I
that
have the
picture.
photo
You don't
of
got
us all sitting in that
Cheers.
same situation.
Cheers.
I have that. I can pull that hoe up right now.
You niggas can't prove it. Cheers.
dude.
Cheering with the wrong people.
That nigga like, hold up. Water, earth,
Oh, Captain Planet.
wind, fire.
And this has been episode 33
With our powers combined.
of the Podcast.
I can see curvature.
Like, subscribe, share.
The animation coming soon.
Always on our shit.
With us being randomly to like, subscribe, and share.
We up to 63. You on our way.
Y'all niggas killed me. Y'all hit the hell quick.
For sure. And as always, I want you to make sure you
Whoa.